Righty. Come on in. Yes, All-Star game is fixing to start from Funnuttle. They're streaming it. We still got a few minutes away till kickoff. I'm Matt Stats.
Representing Coach Benard Blackwell, number 33, Greg Smith, a linebacker from Yazoo City, coached by Justin Washington, number 40, Maurice Booker, a defensive lineman from West Point, coached by Brett Morgan, number 41, Marvin Houghton, a linebacker from Tupelo, coached by Ty Harden, number 42, Jamal Jeffries.
I know some fans were asking about that.
A linebacker from Kosciuszko, coached by Casey Orr, number 43, Ricari Covington, a linebacker from Northside, representing Coach Tavares Johnson, number 45, Xavier Thomas, a defensive lineman from Madison Central, representing Coach Toby Collins, number 48, Stephen Jacobs, offensive lineman from Yazoo County, coached by Jermaine Dobbs, number 50, Marlon Jones, a defensive lineman from New Hope, representing Coach Alan Glenn, number 51, Micah Butler, defensive lineman from Grenada, coached by Michael Fair, number 60, Quan Bland,
because it's not for sure, but
a defensive lineman. Offensive lineman from Oxford, coached by Chris Cutliff, number 62, Malcolm Burnett. An offensive lineman from Kosciuszko, coached by Casey Orr, as number 63, Jeremiah Winter. An offensive lineman from West Point, coached by Brett Morgan, number 65, Aiden Brooks.
Once the game starts, I'm going to step away.
Offensive lineman from Madison Central, representing Coach Toby Collins, number 71, Marcus Johnson, defensive lineman from Louisville, representing Coach Tyrone Shorter, number 72, Cameron Skeen.
I'm assuming you can hear the
an offensive lineman from Noxubee County, coached by Teddy Young, number 74, Chad Wyndham, defensive lineman from Tupelo, coached by Ty Harden, number 75, Donovan Hawkins.
What a great football season.
From Germantown, representing Coach Russell Mitchell, number 80, William Harris. Defensive lineman from South Panola, representing Coach Brooks Oakley, number 81, Jonathan Wright. Wide receiver from Lake Cormorant, representing Coach Nick Nestor, number 82, Tylen Matthews. Wide receiver from Warren Central, coached by Josh Morgan. Number 83, Michael Hall, a wide receiver from East Webster, representing Coach Ron Bryce. Number 85, Kendrick Potts, a tight end from Holmes County Central, representing Coach Marcus Rogers. Number 86, Julius Mathis. Wide receiver from North Panola, representing Coach Richard Russo. Number 88, Marco Goings Jr., offensive lineman from Starkville, representing Coach John Carr. Jason Posey, linebacker from Ridgeland, representing Coach Todd McDaniel. Nigel Lockett.
Have any questions, comments?
Managers for the North All-Stars, Hayes Monfort from Starkville and Gunnar Duncan from Ripley. Head coach of the North All-Stars from East Webster, Ron Price. Assistant coaches from Amory, Brooks Dampier.
X or YouTube.
From Shannon, the scout coach from Ripley is Josh Davis. Administrative coach is Huff Ladner. Athletic trainer from Mississippi Sports Medicine, Elite Physical Therapy, Stephen Bush. And now introducing your South All-Stars. An athlete from Hancock, representing Coach Michael King, Kason Keenan. A wide receiver from League Central, representing Coach Sharon Gideon. Number 1, Tylen Fortune. An athlete from Ocean Springs, representing Coach Jake Bramlett. Number 2, Cheryl Whitehead. A tight end from Brandon, representing Coach Eugene Clinton. Number 3, Reese Quinn. A defensive back from Brookhaven, coached by Darian Dorsey. Number 4, Eddie Ratliff Jr. A running back from Terry, coached by Chris Thigpen.
Post your comments, questions,
Number 5,
anything that you want.
Rondé Baker.
Appreciate everybody joining us.
A wide receiver from Pearl River Central, coached by John Feaster. Number 6, John Feaster Jr. Running back from Oak Grove, representing Coach Drew Causey. Number 7, Chevelle Williams Jr. A wide receiver from Columbia, representing Coach Chip Bilderback. Number 8, Clydarian Peters.
I'll be watching, though.
A defensive back from Heidelberg, representing Coach Daryl Carter. Number 9, Lathan Gavin. A linebacker from Quitman, coached by Joshua Fulpus. Number 10, Vitavius Deer. A defensive back from Union, representing Coach Jordan Wren. Number 11, Zy Buckley. Quarterback out of Gulfport, representing Coach Blake Pennick. Number 11, Zy Buckley. Correction, number 12, Parker Nettles. A wide receiver from Pascagoula, coached by Lewis Sims. Number 14, DeLast Nunry. A quarterback from Pearl, represented by Coach Patrick Schooler. Number 15, Jack Durr. A defensive back from Quitman, coached by Joshua Pulfus. Number 18, Samaj McKenzie. A defensive back from Taylorsville, coached by Adrian Agee. Number 20, Demarian Booth. A defensive back out of Natchez, representing Coach Stephen Davis. Number 21, Kyron Johnson. A running back from Perry Central, coached by Nick Griffin. Number 22, Cephas Pruitt Jr. A linebacker from Northwest Rankin, coached by Devin Cooper. Number 23, Ruben Bilbrew. A linebacker out of St. Martin, representing Coach Woody Cagnolati. Number 30, Yusef Colding. A linebacker from Brookhaven, representing Coach Darian Dorsey. Number 31, Darrell Washington. A linebacker out of Biloxi, representing Coach Jamie Dubose. Number 33, Jaquan Thompson. A defensive lineman and long snapper from Union, representing Coach Jordan Wren. Number 40, Aiden Davis. Defensive lineman from Franklin County, coached by Jonathan Brooks, is number 41, Jamal Flowers. Defensive lineman out of Oak Grove, coached by Drew Cosby. Number 42, Edward Ruffin. Defensive lineman from Picayune, coached by Cody Stogner. Number 45, Javen Bolden. A linebacker out of South Pike, representing Coach Tyrone Bernardo. Number 48, Micah Nickerson. A defensive lineman from Terry, represented by Coach Chris Thigpen. Number 50, Amari Whalen. A defensive lineman from D'Iberville, coached by Josh Ladner. Number 51, Caleb Estrada. A defensive lineman from Summerall, representing Coach Drew Granger. Number 52, Talik Parkman. Offensive lineman from Terry, coached by Chris Thigpen. Number 60, Nathan Kelly. An offensive lineman out of Brandon, coached by Eugene Clinton. Number 61, Roman Lister. An offensive lineman from Ocean Springs, representing Coach Jake Bramlett. Number 63, Cohen Myers. An offensive lineman from Hazelhurst, representing Coach Jesse Anderson. Number 64, Raheem King. An offensive lineman from West Jones, coached by Corey Reynolds. Number 70, Savion Keys. An offensive lineman from Pearl, representing Coach Patrick Schooler. Number 71, Reed Taylor. A 6'7" offensive lineman from Niawaya, representing Coach James Courtney. Number 72, Grant Kitchens. An offensive lineman from Brandon, representing Coach Eugene Clinton. Number 74, Aiden Newell. A kicker from Ocean Springs, coached by Jake Bramlett. Number 80, Peyton Williams. A wide receiver from Seminary, coached by Mitch Evans. Number 82, Matthew Barnes. A wide receiver out of Pass Christian, representing Coach Jeff Stockstill. Number 83, Dwight Thomas. A tight end from Columbia, representing Coach Chip Bilderback, is number 84, Drew Bilderback.
Appreciate
a kicker
it.
from Summerall, representing Coach Drew Granger, is number 86, Wyatt Jones. Wide receiver from Forest, coached by Tobias Lofton. Number 88, Xavier Kincaid. And not forgetting a linebacker out of Fort Forest, coached by Tobias Lofton, number 43, Gregory Keaton.
A lot of
managers for the South All-Stars. From Northwest Rankin is Blake Bartlam and Mickey Valadez. From West Jones, head coach of the South All-Stars out of Terry is Chris Thigpen. Assistant coaches, Tobias Lofton from Forest, Nick Griffin from Perry Central, Cody Stogner out of Picayune, Josh Pulfus from Quitman, Antonio Benson from Terry, Jordan Wren from Union, the scout coach from Natchez, Steve Davis, administrative coach from Gulfport is Justin Jones, athletic trainer from Mississippi Sports Medicine, Elite Physical Therapy, Eric Haver.
I mean, a lot of coaches, and I mean, it's a big game.
There you have it. The players and the coaches who are going to make up this
players will get offers after this game.
Annual
They've done it in the past.
Last week, between the best of the South and the best of the North high school players.
When he was supposed to play in this game,
we'll take a
moved up to
timeout.
the Mississippi Alabama game, and he made most of it
in
MVP.
Gulfport in a moment.
So
at C-Spire,
yes,
we've never waited on the future. We've built it.
Bringing his game
by harnessing the power
it is in
of advanced
Gulfport.
technology.
And any questions or comments,
we all live and work.
elevating
connected living, accelerating
mainly showing
tomorrow's business growth,
come on,
and leading the AI revolution. All while staying true.
You know, Parker Nettles is playing. Jason Canon,
we're done.
Hancock.
Just wait.
I mean, we've got a whole list. I posted the current list on our Facebook page for those who are watching on X. And
how are you guys getting service?
I do have.
We're on Cricket 5G.
I have the North.
It's blazing
Nothing against the North. I have the North roster on there, but
yeah.
Again, you have
reliable coverage nationwide.
Sherrod Whitehead from Ocean Springs. You know, John Feaster, his son, John Feaster Jr. They're 3185. Parker Nettles, I mentioned.
Get a single line with nationwide 5G for just $35 a month.
St. Martin, you know, Joseph Colding, the linebacker, 6'3", 202. Coach Woody there coaching him. John Thomas, Biloxi. Of course, Biloxi, Coach DuBose just left there to go to a school in Georgia. They're looking for a job. Picayune, David Boulder from defensive line. Caleb Estrada from D'Iberville.
Do it on your own. Pass the ball.
Myers
State Treasurer David McRae and his College Savings Mississippi team today. With College Savings Mississippi, you can lock in today's tuition rate, repay college, and avoid student loan debt altogether. Don't let your finances get sacked because you didn't invest in your child's education. Visit treasury.ms.gov/college savings to learn more today.
Mississippians love football, and our high schools in South Mississippi, like Gulfport, Moss Point, and Ocean Springs, stay connected with their students, parents, and community by live streaming events, including football through WSN Live. WSN Live provides your school with everything you need for professional and seamless live streams that are easy for students to run. And your fans can watch online from anywhere on any device. With WSN Live, your school gets the right gear, a rock-solid network, and game-time tech support. Learn more at WSNLive.com.
Assuming you guys could hear me, I'm not.
Welcome back to Gulfport. Russ Robinson along with Greg Flynn. And boy, we got a cast of folks handling this broadcast for us today. Like,
of course, Russ Robinson
and
Friday night,
Alan Burford, Chris Saxton, and of course, our own Dr. Dave. We've got Ty Bailey on camera. We've got, we'll run the camera people later on. Don Barnes will be on the field. Don, you got us?
Post your predictions. Post your predictions.
Hello.
On what the
hey, bud. You got the shades working today. Sun must be pretty tough today.
Well, isn't that great that we have too much sunshine? I think that's a perfect thing. So game time kickoff, 63 degrees, and we got a slight wind out of the south with about 8 miles an hour. So I don't think that's going to be affecting much of anything, but an absolutely perfect conditions for football today.
And as you look at the field, Don, there's no sponginess or anything.
No.
I mean,
Don's got the good side here. He's got the south side where all the fans are. He's going to be covering the south for us. And Russ, who's over on the north side?
All right, over on the north side is Mike Peterson. Mike, you got your ears on?
Ears are on. How's it up there in the press box?
We'd actually rather be down on the field today. It's so beautiful out there.
I tell you what, it is a complete 180 of what it was like here last year. You know, about 68, probably 70 degrees last year. Russ, what was it, about 30 with a wind chill of maybe about 25?
Everybody joining us from the north and the south.
Make it down to the game. You know what, Russ? This has been a good experience, but I'm not sure I'll sign up for another go at it. But you got perfect conditions, Mike, and you're over on the north side, and as you look in the stadium over there, that's a lot of people that had to drive down from the north down to the coast.
Oh, not a bad contingent of North fans at all. I reckon the north-south divided by the I-20 corridor.
Yeah, I would think
that was their last game.
So, yeah, absolutely great crowd
to have a new stadium on campus.
How far they had to
will be built in time.
Well, you've seen the players walking around out there. Are they got game pace or are they pretty loose?
You know, the All-Star game's still going to be played here. I would think it's going to be played at Miller Stadium.
The facial expressions will change.
All right. Well, we'll be coming to you a good bit in today's game, Mike. We appreciate you handling the north, and back to Don Barnes on the south. Don, you've looked at the players. I would ask you, are they loose or are they game pace?
Everybody looks like they're really, really ready to play some football, but it is a casual atmosphere. Like you mentioned in pregame, this game is more of a camaraderie type of a thing. The All-Star game has got a rich history. Once an All-Star, always an All-Star. These guys are in a community of their own. And you mentioned the swapping of the decals on the helmets. These guys have done this not only with their own teammates, but also across the field. With their opponents. So it's just a really cool atmosphere.
Yeah, it really is. Johnny Mims has done a great job.
Be it on X, if you're watching on YouTube, or on Facebook.
South All-Stars with their back to you on the captains, Greg. Who are the captains for today's game?
They usually have a coin toss last night. I think
out there, Mike
number
74, Aiden Newell, number 52, Talik Parkman, and number 7, Chevelle Williams Jr. Over on the north side, let's see if we can make those out. I see number 51, and that is Micah Butler.
North is in the blue.
Number 0 will be Mike Johnson. I don't know if I can make out the 85 is LaKendrick Potts. And 65, Aiden Brooks. And number 8, Prentice Court.
The audio is okay.
Well, what a great honor it is to be chosen as captains in this game, huh?
So it looks like the South has won the toss, and they want football. It's an all-star game. They want football first.
They're not concerned about defense right now. They want to put points.
Oh, they want to put some play up for this big South crowd we have on this side. They want to get them engaged in this game early. And that band you hear, that is Terry High School that has made their way down here to Gulfport, as they were the fan selection into this game. The Mississippi Association of Coaches did a fan vote to nominate the band that people want to see. And then they also did it for players as well. And we had the 2 players that were selected as fans votes is for the North, number 0, Mike Johnson from Germantown. And over on the South, it is the quarterback / athlete, Kason Keenan from Hancock.
So Casey could wind up anywhere on any position on this field today, basically, is what you're saying.
Absolutely, but man, what a season he had for Hancock. 2,300 yards passing, 1,500 yards rushing, and a total of 40 touchdowns.
Jonah Hartman out of Warren Central plays for Josh Morgan. Will be kicking it off.
It's like back deep we have number 2 and number 8 for the South.
That would be Sherrard Whitehead and also Eddie Ratliff Jr. He played on that state championship Brookhaven team. Here's the kick.
Oh, we start with an onside.
Oh, my goodness. The North, I don't know if he tried to kick it that way.
What?
Oh, it was an onside to start it.
Looked like he kind of skipped.
The referees are still like discussing maybe the skip went 10 yards.
And the officials are talking about it right now.
Well, it had to go to the 50. If it made it to the 50, it's the North's ball, but it came up short, and it's the South.
Oh, man.
Didn't quite go the 10 yards, but a beautiful surprise onside. It nearly worked.
South winning.
Don mentioned there might be some trickery going on in this game. And the rest of this game is just like the opening.
No, who's going to come out of
good one for you today.
Quarterback.
Look at the size of the South All-Stars up front.
Oh, look at this. Number 72 certainly stands out in a lot of ways. That's Grant Kitchens from Nanawaya, 6'7", 315, and he's going to Southern Miss next year.
And Sherrard.
Parker Nettles will open the quarterback from the 50-yard line. Play fake. It's his wide receiver, Tylen Fortune, out of Leake Central.
Leake County. That's Tylen Fortune. I was talking to the quarterbacks before the game, and they said he is a great target, and he's going to be playing at Arkansas State next year, is Tylen.
So a pickup of some, I'm going to say 7 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3 from the 43. And I'll hand it up right up the middle and nowhere to go. Thanks to number 41, Devarian Houghton. West Point.
Cheryl Whitehead from Ocean Springs, entertaining some of the coach folks with that carry.
So now
Gerard.
They got Chevelle Williams back there.
We're going to turn over and look at the coaching staff. They have 3 wideouts to the right.
It's 4 down. Oh, he did get it. I'd say it's 4th down. I got to keep out.
One to the left. They'll hand it straight ahead. He's going to bounce outside, then bounce inside. I think he's going to be shy of the 1st down.
Yeah, 4th down, just about 2 yards they're going to need here.
They're going to go
as
for it.
Williams looked like he had a quick hold, but that closed quickly. And, of course, they're going to keep the offense on the field. It's an all-star game.
That's right.
Keep reminding ourselves.
That's right.
So the
if you don't get it.
South will bring in a few players, and Mr. Parker Nettles from Gulfport.
You're going to bring in that big tight end from Brandon Reese Quinn.
I have closing speed,
number
but
3.
Nettles. Oh, initial tackle made.
Let me tell you, I think Chevelle got it. He heard, man. He got bounced around in there. That was a hard-earned 1st down.
Wow. I mean, and he did not have the 1st down, Greg, when he got it. He bounced off of that, and second effort got him the 1st down.
Saw that during the regular season. He's very elusive for Coach Causey up there at Oak Grove.
Parker Nettles
Twin receivers to the right, nobody to the left. Parker Nettles will set him down 1st and 10 from the north 39. Oh, that one is intercepted. You're not going to catch him.
That's just a long throw around that left hand.
From Oxford.
Took forever to get over there.
Greg, he just ran that all the way.
But he floated it out there. He'd have been better off throwing to the slot receiver, but he tried to float it out there, and that's a long throw for a high school quarterback. And Kingston Gregory read it perfectly.
Replay, I don't know.
He, too, a wide receiver for Oxford, so he plays both ways. So he's got really good hands, and pick 6. How about that?
How about that? A pick 6 to kind of open this first quarter. There you get a look at him heading into the end zone. He knew it.
Replay. Yeah, it was just a long throw with that ball in that left
Gregory
hash. All the way outside
the
number.
point after coming up. Snap is down. The kick is up. He drilled that one. That is Braylon Spann out of Clinton. And we've got a 7-0 ball game. The North leading in on a pick 6. Back to Gulfport in a moment.
Oh.
How are you guys going
to. Anyway, while they're at commercial. But yeah, that's not a great way to obviously start for the South getting the ball for the first time. I'm at the updates.
Pick 6 right there. And he's looking around, Greg, to see if there's anybody close to him. And there is not.
No, Kingston, very, very quick. And he is going to be playing at Old Dominion next season. Old Dominion, big winner in their bowl game earlier this week. So I'm sure those coaches are watching this game and saying, wow, okay, come on, Kingston. Come on, Kingston.
Come do that for us.
We can't wait to get you on campus.
All right. Kicking it off will be Jonah Hartman. This time, no No
foolishness.
Onside kick, yeah. Here's the return up to the 20, 25, and boy, a good open field tackle there. Today's game being brought to you in part by Hallmark Hyundai in Flowood. Also, State Treasurer David McRae and his college savings program, and Cricket Wireless. They got all the plans and phones that you need. Cricket Wireless. Also, WSN Live streaming made easy.
All right, Russ, we're going to see a second quarterback on the roster now. It's Jack Durr out of Pearl.
You got to see him a lot this year.
I did. I'm glad he's playing in this game. It'll be a chance for him to really shine, try to make a name for himself with a lot of these JUCO offers on the table for himself.
Well, he's got 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the throw. It's a little high and incomplete. Boy, making sure that ball was not going to be intercepted was Preston Crump.
Tell you what, Russ, that was about to be the second pick six in about 10 seconds.
That's quick, Mike. That's quick.
Xavion Kincaid is 6'2", but that was too tall even for him.
Second down, high snap. And got to be taken down from behind. Coming in and making that one is Prentice Cork out of East Webster, played for Ron Price. Ron Price is the head coach for the North today. Had a chance to talk to Coach Price on Friday night under the lights. Really, really good class guy. Great coach. Twin receivers both ways now. They lost about 3 on that play, so it'll be 2nd and 13.
3rd and 13.
3rd and 13. Back to throw. Ringing out of the pocket. And it's caught for the first down at the 45-yard line.
Matthew Barnes.
What?
From Seminary.
A throw.
Big target,
and that was really the only way he was going to make it. The left-handed quarterback rolling to the left.
Moving that pocket.
Right-handed quarterback rolling to the left. A little
Good
bit
job picking up that first
harder,
down.
but a nice throwing catch.
I thought he might have to run it out of bounds, Greg, but he just let it fly.
Yeah, I thought he was throwing it away, actually.
It's 7-0 North, so they are in the blue. The South is in the red.
Excellent job there by the receiver to come back and get that football.
3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. 1st and 10 for the South. They'll hand, nope, he's going to fake it. He's going to call his own number, and he's going to be taken down. Looks like a loss of about 4, maybe 5. And coming up with that tackle was Micah Butler out of New Hope, plays for Alan Glenn.
That's one of those things that Durr has done all year over there at Pearl, is that design quarterback run. Line not holding their blocks quite long enough to keep the 4-man front from coming to get him.
Yeah, and remember now, you cannot blitz in this game. Here's the snap. Durr to throw, caught and dropped.
Right in and out of the hands of Matthew Barnes. He made a great way to pick up that first down, but that one,
just like the high school championship game, you don't see players
right in the hands.
You hear about players being here on the coast. You don't see these players. And it's great to see them.
Needing to get on the scoreboard in this game as the North leads at 7-0 here in the first
Alabama
quarter.
and in this North and South.
13 yards to go.
Twin receivers both
and this
ways.
game is just as important, if not more than
Durr
game.
Pumps once, looks, wants to go deep,
Oh.
and it's knocked away. Nice defensive play there by Preston Crump.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah, Preston Crump out of Corinth. Got himself the ball in the wide
I was there, but I mean, I've been
He's
there
going
in
to be
the
going to
past.
Murray State next year as a racer.
Some weather games
Preston Crump.
You know
that have
what's
been
amazing
crazy.
over
I mean,
the
they even
past
ran the
4
clock
or
whole
5
game
years,
that
the
one
number
year
of
when it
kids
was
that have
muddy.
been
And,
signed by Murray State.
but they got
Yeah, they've really recruited Mississippi heavily.
an awesome
So 4th down, punting unit
weather
is on. Good
game
snap.
today.
Pretty nice kick. Fair catch. No, he didn't make the fair catch signal, or he did. The official said it looked like you did. And so
it's going to be LaKendrick Potts back there. Wanted to try to return that. The punter.
Tony wanted to.
That was Wyatt
fans
Jones.
of coach football. He always comment and bringing stuff.
Kendrick Potts is from East Webster. We just mentioned.
No, that was Peyton Williams
Storyline.
that was back there
to receive.
Kicking was punting that ball.
Well, you know, we've got a roster and we've had some additions and some subtractions, and you've got
both teams are carrying extra kickers all of a sudden, so we really got to pay close attention to who's kicking the football
and extra quarterbacks. All right, so the North has it now.
King White.
It's the first time North has the ball on
King
offense.
wants to throw. He's got a man out there. It's caught. And he steps out at the 32-yard line.
That was a
Well,
little
how
around.
that?
That
Well,
was
if you just
Mike
joined it.
Johnson from Germantown that threw that
Parker
ball
Meadow.
because they give it to him on the flea flicker.
Threw it to the
And
top
then he
side, a
threw
long
the football.
pass,
Good
was
completion
6-6.
there by
Well, they
Johnson.
got the 7 points, but this is their first
So you
possession.
got Johnson
on
and
offense.
King White out there
For
at the same
the
time.
Yep, those two Germantown Maverick white helmets.
When receivers both ways. 1st and 10 and caught at the 41.
I thought that was going to be kicked the way it was.
That one brought in by Jaden Tucker out of Holmes County Central.
You see the
He's
helmet
going to
with that,
Louisiana
just like the
Monroe.
Mississippi Alabama
next year.
All-Star game. They trade logos and they stick them on their helmets. It's a nice tradition.
King has such a strong arm that he can complete those passes and get it right past the defensive backs.
He, of course, as you mentioned, played at Germantown. It's 2nd down now. We'll call it 6. King White steps up in the pocket, throws, has a man open, and it's incomplete.
That ball was deflected.
Yeah.
As the defense kind of dropped back. Had Potts open, but that ball was just deflected to change the rotation.
Boy, Potts is a good-looking athlete, isn't he?
Very,
wide receiver.
Very strong.
He'll come to the right side of the offense now.
He's got
I
Jupiter
don't like
offers
this
all
last
over.
game, but hey, we keep on going.
Twin
Here,
receivers
football. Again,
both
we have the
ways.
Coach record book here in the middle of January. Some names added.
King White, play action. Looking,
Oh, he's
rolling, throwing, and it's incomplete. He did well just to get rid of that ball.
Yeah, he threw that fastball trying to hit Jeremiah Miller out of Choctaw County over there. Kind of slid over there out of the backfield.
So the North will be punting to the south.
Yeah, that was their first
and
possession.
Island Fortune is
North
one of
on
them going
offense.
back.
Yeah, this will be Jordan Gaskin out of East Webster doing the punting.
Also back for the South, Sherrard Whitehead. He's listed as the
Oh,
athlete.
stop. Sherrard
from
Whitehead.
Springs,
Back
played
to
for Jake
Springs.
Bramlett. Kind of a wobbly kick. Going to take a
He's
good
not getting
bounce, and it's picked up by Fortune. And I
Nice
guess you
run
could
back.
say his fortune was good.
Absolutely. He fielded that ball like a shortstop, like a pro.
He is
Took off down the right sideline. Going to give the
on there.
South
Yes,
really
he
good
did.
starting
If
field
they would have
position.
won, if they would have won that
Today's game
game,
being brought
Pop
to
would
you in
go
part by
because the
State Treasurer
records
David
do go all the way
McRae
to
and
the
his
state
Mississippi
championship game.
unclaimed
Football records.
money, and also MPB Think.
And I started a record book because there was no record book, in the state. I asked the state, "Do y'all have a record book?" No. But here's a book that somebody was selling, and I bought it. And it's been over 10 years ago.
You're going back
And
to Nettles, Russ.
of course, it's a
Quarterback.
book,
I
so
think
you're
you're
not
going
going
to
to
see
be able
that
to add
with
to
every
it.
other
And it
every
has
other
individual
series.
records.
So Nettles
But I
back
just started
in
my
there.
the coach
Takes a
football
snap.
record book for season
Little
stats.
flea picker and
Man, nice
shoo.
defense. That was a good play,
Boy,
but
the
nice
North
defense.
just closed so quick in the person of Gavin Pargo out of Aberdeen.
But I
Kravitz
started the
Williams.
record book and
Well, you
went
try
back
and get
to,
that
of course,
ball in
Max
the
Prep
hands
only
of a
goes to
playmaker like
20,
Whitehead, and on
2004.
that little hook and ladder.
And then that's not 100% because
discipline
some
and
teams don't
patience by
post the
the
records, and
North
it happens
defense
every
as
year when
they
I post a record
stayed
book.
at home
Players or
minimized
family and the
that.
coaches say,
Actually
"Hey,
drove
this
for a
player's
loss
on
of
there."
2.
Well, I need proof. I just
We're going
can't.
to change the play
can't
here, and the wide
somebody say,
receivers
"Hey, I
going to
had
change their
10
positions.
interceptions
Twins
in
to the top of your screen. Nobody
1975."
to the bottom on the
I
left.
need
Here's
some kind of proof
Nettles
to make it
handing
legit. I mean,
off,
okay, you got it.
and
What's
coming
your
up
name?
and
What year?
making that
No, I
tackle
can't
was
do that.
Prentice Cork out of East Webster.
And Maurice Booker out of Yazoo City, another loss of 1. So it's going to be, Russ, a long 3rd down and 14 now. Neither offense seems like they can get the motor running yet.
No, and I'm
But
going to
there is
go
a
down to Don
baseline
Barnes
for it. It's
after
like
this
field goals.
play.
Now, I don't.
So
One thing I
I want
did
to ask him a
not
question
happen. I
about
didn't do total touchdowns, but I
these
did do
offensive and defensive lines.
touchdowns.
Here's
But
the snap,
main
low snap, but he got it.
stats.
In
for the record
trouble,
book.
rolling, looking,
That's Nettles.
and overthrows his man. Are we going to get a flag?
No.
Well, that ball was so far overthrown, they're going to get a penalty out there as number 83, Dwight Thomas from Pass Christian, was streaking out there.
All right, let's go down to Don. Don, you've got big kids in those trenches today. how does the offensive line for the South match up with the defense?
A lot of. I don't know if I'm on. There we are. Awful lot of.
Well, yeah, I have in fact, I printed it off.
Hang on, Don. Bobby Gross doing a little
updated
wizard magic up here.
Yeah.
All right.
They got DK Wallace on the penalty on that last one, Russ out of Ridgeland, and he didn't argue with it too much.
All right, here's the snap. They're going to hand it off. Not much there. Boy, this North defense, Mike,
don't post anything.
They recover quickly
on here to get blocked and deleted.
Whatever pockets are being opened
that was,
up by
Xavier Thomas in on the tackle out of North Side.
Yeah, the North
defenses just seem a little ahead of the game.
That's right.
now.
It's always that way in an all-star game.
Peters, I can say on the passing,
because the offense doesn't really get a chance.
All right,
to,
here we goes. Well, Nettles going to turn around and look at the coach.
Right now, passing yards.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Nettles. From the 33, Nettles
passer
batted up in the air, and it'll be an incomplete pass.
Again, if they would have won that game and played in state,
I tell you,
he would have broken the record.
And
He had
I'm very
45
impressed
rushing
with the
touchdowns.
North
That is,
defense.
They teach you if you can't get there, get
record
your hands
Cam
up.
Thomas
And I
from
think
PCU
I'm trying to
2019
see
had
who got
22.
their hands on
That
that.
was Prentice Court.
I thought it was
He was right at
51.
That was
45.
number 8, Prentice
They've
Court.
gotten 3
Yeah,
more
it's not saying it was
in the
Prentice
state
Court.
championship game. Surely he could have got it and tied it.
So here we
But
go.
Also, Cooper Crosby's there. Xavier
Nettles
Dennis from
back to
PCU.
throw.
They made the record book.
Wants to go
Or
deep, and
rushing
he's going to
touchdown.
overthrow everybody. He's got a good arm.
in
Very
the
strong arm, but that's
season.
one of
In
those
fact,
you talk about all-star game
rushing
and communication.
right
Receiver
now,
ran
it's
the
not
shorter post, and Nettles threw that all the way to the end zone.
for making the
Keep in
record.
mind, guys, these
record
guys
book.
get what 4 days of practice
Looks
together.
like 4th and 7.
Yep.
As far as
Gonna go for it.
again,
Kind of in no man's
rushing
land. This is too far
yards,
even for these very
he's
talented
going to be sitting third at his keys at 32.85.
Fourth
That led
down,
to State.
we'll call it
Cameron
8.
Thomas from Picayune in that
For the
2019 season.
Nettles takes the snap, 3-step drop, rolls to his left, looks, dumps it off. It's caught and dropped.
No, nearly a great catch by
He was right there,
Ron Dave
Xavier
Baker
Dennis,
over there, trying to do it one-handed.
record book
Nettles
off
wasn't
the
sure if
nose.
he wanted to run it or throw it, and then he
Alan, I don't know what you
was
mean. Two
baiting
different
the
broadcasts
linebacker
going
up
on.
and then tried to
No.
flip it, and that would have been a
Are
big
you-
game.
This is for Nuttall
So the
broadcast
North will bring on their offense
that I'm just
now.
sharing. So I don't know what other broadcast. I don't know if NFHS is doing a broadcast or
Cameron Skeen out of
not.
Louisville.
That's what
Played for
you're
Tyrone Shorter.
asking. I'm just sharing for
6'2",
Nuttall. You can
310.
go off of this
Looks like their
broadcast. and
quarterback's
watch
going to be
Nuttall
Braden
straight
Trusty out of
from them. I'm just
Grenada.
sharing it.
His first appearance today.
And
High
with
snap,
my
he pulls it
commentary with
down.
my friends, but my
And the
friends
South
here, we have
defensive
comments
line
or questions.
there to
I
make
could
the
check
tackle.
Yeah, big number
the
50.
NFHS.
Wrapping
See
it
if
up,
they're-
Amari Whalen out of Terry.
He also had some help
They
from
did.
Darrell Washington.
I
from
did get
Brookhaven.
1 month.
Boy, didn't Brookhaven have a year?
Another loss of 1 there.
Second down and 11 from the 32.
I don't know what.
Brookhaven claiming that
Okay,
gold
yeah, I don't.
ball
It's
over there in
I'm just sharing,
Starkville
like
with
I say,
the
the
state championship.
Nuttall broadcast. So
Here's the snap. Defense is in the backfield being chased. Here's the throw. He's open, and it's
wow.
for the first down and more.
Terrific job by Mike Johnson there out of Germantown. The Jackson State
And you know,
signee.
I don't see these players from the north, so that's great to see. It was great to watch the
Big
state
gain there. Russ
championship
pushes
game.
him over midfield.
Heck of a play by the Grenada
Now you're going to start.
quarterback.
I think the more the plays the offense runs, I think they're all going to get a little more relaxed.
Uh-oh.
Oh, thank you, Pete,
Got a
for that.
player
That's great.
fell down. Maybe the
Be able
hash
to
mark
make it
got him.
there. They have
Well,
the
luckily
Army
he is up and moving as Yusuf
bowl. They have
Holding
these
out
other
of
bowl
St.
games.
Martin.
Again, this is the last
I think a turf
game
monster came up
officially
and
in
grabbed it.
Mississippi. They
First
do have
and
other
10
bowl
for the
games,
North. Here's the snap.
an All-American
They'll
Bowl.
run it off the left side. Big hole. First down
Nice
carry
run.
and more down close to the 24-yard line of the South.
That is
We'll go down to Mike. Mike, those guys on that offensive line are opening gaping holes.
Yes, they are, Russ. Big
And
big
King's High
discrepancy
Kings,
between
like
the
they'd be
offense and defensive lines for
he
the
also plays baseball.
for
It's
the
great. to
North
play
and the
sports.
South. The North is
We've
just so
had,
much bigger than
you
the
know,
South,
Ghost
and they're
Days.
getting a lot of push up front and knocking the South off the ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's already
They get
getting a little
something illegal
chippy
they're not supposed to.
on that tackle.
Well, the play there was no play as that was before the snap. They're going to mark
Irving.
penalty
Caden
off
Irving
against
was,
the
you know,
defense.
the
That
big
last
big
big
quarterback.
run was by
went
Floyd
play
Senegal
baseball.
out of Horn Lake.
Went to Ole Miss, I believe, and then went back down to the Gulf Coast.
Hayden Davis coming off.
So he was a great
from Union,
football player, but his passion was baseball.
It's like John Feaster also limping off their number 6. He was the one with that big reception carry just before.
You go where your heart tells you to go, what you think you're best at, what do you enjoy the best.
Is he going to sneak away?
You can do both sports. It's great.
He does.
Oh, my goodness.
He comes back the other way and went a lot of ways to pick up a yard or two.
Jaden Tucker was not going to go down as he was trying to be tackled by his fellow number 11, Zy Buckley.
Yeah, the North got the 7 points on a 6-6 in the opening possession of the South.
Hand it off.
And they
left
killing
side.
it now.
That's a bull run
Of course,
right there
I'm
down to the
football.
10-yard
Out
line.
to win, and then
a
the late flag.
But Don, do you
Might
think
have
that's
been
a face mask?
I'm not really sure. I was actually taking a look at number
it's not
11
holding,
there
it's already
that had
been
that
past
reception.
play.
Jaden Tucker was still trying to shoot, and just
Got one coming limping out,
Yes, it
limping
might
out
be
at you.
open. But obviously, you can see what it.
They're hitting, Greg. They're hitting.
Amari Whalen
Again, you post
makes his way over here to the sideline,
and you're going to be blocked.
Terry,
they make
trainers will look at him.
You guys know that. Do not click on any link. So
big run that time though by Crump Jr.
Braden Trusty goes out. King White comes in.
This is the package because King is so versatile down here. This gives you the dual threat option.
All right, it's 7-0 North, but they're knocking on the door again. King White with no one in the backfield with him. Twin receivers to the right, twins to the left. Good call, Greg, as they run King White.
I won't stop them.
Behind that big offensive line.
Get a turnover.
Yeah, that's just too easy. King White is so big and such a load to bring down that all he has to do is get there and lean forward, and he's getting you 3 yards.
Looks like Quan Bland is the one that opened the hole, and that brings us to a timeout. It's 7-0. The North leads it here in Gulfport. We'll take a timeout and be back in a moment.
How are you guys getting service out here?
We're on Cricket 5G. It's blazing fast.
Nah.
Yeah. Join Cricket. Reliable coverage nationwide. Ooh, selfie!
Babe, we're on Cricket now.
Honey?
With Cricket, go from nah to get a single line with nationwide
So we
5G
shall
for
see
just
what
35
happens
bucks a
here.
month.
Knocking on the door again.
Well, and I'd run the same play again.
Yeah.
They handed that ball off to Marcus Flowers out of Charleston, and you're right, Russ. He was swallowed up in a heartbeat.
They swallowed King White as well. He didn't even have the ball. It's always safe to go ahead and try to tackle King, whether he has the ball or not.
That's always a good option.
So 3rd and goal for the North. Let's see if the South can come up big. King White, hand it off. That's a touchdown.
That's Flowers. He finally got his way in there.
That is Marcus Flowers out of Charleston High School. Played for
Congratulations, Marcus Flowers. That's the
He will be
touchdown
playing
for the
at
North.
East Mississippi Community College next year, Will Flowers.
They're going to enjoy seeing him. They had a good year this year. East Mississippi did.
Very good. It looks like you're going to have Span from Clinton in there kicking this one.
Snap is down. Span's kick is up, and it's good. And we've got a 14-0 ball game with 1:46 left to go in the first quarter. Been fireworks so far. Stay with us. It's not over. Back in a moment.
So still first quarter, 14
It's always game day at
to nothing. So again, you have any comments, questions? Certainly, please post them. We are the Sheriff Nuttall is streaming the doing the game I believe they said you can get on Roku or Fire Stick, but I'm glad those who have joined us here today. Coast Football, I'm Matt Stats. Again, we have a lot more just because this is the last official game in Mississippi of football. Again, they still have All-American Bowl. They still have these other bowl games at the end of this month and even in January. But we'll come out the Coast Record book. Those players that etched their names in history. We have the categories, of course, the passing yards. They tried another.
Whistle. He got his own.
That was Artman, the kicker.
I think the North is going to be offsides.
That was a good kick. He recovered it.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah, those are.
But yes,
Mike,
we're
those
going to have
really good onside kicks.
They are. The thing about it is the kickers are covered both
receiving yards, receiving touchdowns.
Hartman is very quick.
Rushing yards, rushing touchdowns.
He's also very
brave. On the defense, and then kicking.
Probably more brave
longest
than quick.
field goals of the season.
All right, you got the flying duo
and
brothers down here.
Wise, you have total tackles
for the South. Both of these.
You have interceptions, sacks.
Well, now you'd expect them to kick it deep.
I believe that. So
we'll that ball back to
them over a week long.
Well, look where your
open up the coach record
team
book
is now. They've moved up.
Players. Then to look back at those players that are
got,
not playing anymore, of course, because it's been so many years.
Whitehead back there along with Fortune.
That's what I decided to do.
Clydarian Peters and Whitehead, two really guys that can fly.
To try to get as most accurate is the record book 100% accurate. No, because I don't go back to the 1920s or whatever. But it's for the 6 coast
what does it say about your kicker when he's the
yearly
dirtiest player on the team? It's only the first quarter.
And he'll come out.
It's going to be a rock'em sock'em ball game, Mike. Here we go. He did it again.
Well, a little poocher that time.
Yeah.
They're ready to fall on it. Is good hands there by Drew Bilderback.
On, or he might see he's
Drew Bilderback
into the All-Star game. Several players were added on both sides of the ball.
Columbia.
Again,
he's
the
a
list
really
is on
good-looking tight end too, H-back type player.
On
Have you seen that Columbia Stadium?
And on YouTube, but if you go to the Facebook page,
oh man! Of course,
and yes, I'm on TikTok. I just don't have it.
Walter Payton
live streaming on.
Okay, the South with the football, and who are they going to go with at quarterback?
Looks like Jack Durr's out there again. Got it right at midfield. Got to get some points on this drive.
Yeah, they're down 14, and we're not out of the first quarter yet. Durr handing straight up. Woo-wee.
Williams.
Nowhere to go. I like to get him on the edge. Like to run it on the edge.
Well, hey, Alabama came back from 17 down last night,
they
so
did
why
for
not?
A fact. They did for a fact.
I was interested in the other bowl game,
they're wearing red.
Game, Texas
South is wearing
and
red.
Miami.
So they're
0-0, 5:50 left to go in the second quarter. Texas.
3 wideouts to the left, nobody to the right. Jack Durr.
And I say that, and
has got Whitehead behind him.
And he just ran it back to the 22-yard line of Texas.
On second down and 11. Play action. They'll swing the slip screen.
Wow.
Nowhere to go. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players from the North.
But let me tell you something. Number 43 for the North, Ricari Covington out of Kosciuszko, he blew that play up. He read that the whole way, and there was no way he was letting that receiver go.
Whippet football is back.
Wow. This North defense is really nothing to play with.
No. Well, now, third and a long way to go. Durr.
That's a fumble.
Oh, ball came loose.
They don't call it a fumble. Even on replay, probably is almost probably going forward, but they don't have replay. Replay.
Maybe
looked like he was in place throwing it.
Brendan Court comes up
that
and
is
that football.
Another turnover.
And that ball just they
for
knocked it right out of his hand.
No,
You see here on the
replay
replay.
here.
Good look at Jack Durr there.
He went to wind up, and then this ball is just going to – yep.
That quick of a look, it looked like
they just swallowed him up.
it
They
would have
also
been,
had
in
some
the
help
process of throwing it. But hey, the referees
from Ricari
but
Covington out of Kosciuszko. Played for Casey Orr.
That's close.
Good job getting to the quarterback, pulling that ball out.
His hand was going
Running
forward.
unit is on.
No, it's turnover.
Oh, I'm sorry, turnover. Yep, I saw that safety back there.
Here comes King White again.
Yeah, King pumps once, rolling right, turns it up the field. They
Oh.
tried to slap it out of his hand. Ooh, There's a hard tackle made.
They're going to get a holding call against the North.
Oh, I see. Of course, anybody getting hurt.
Don, you may have one down for the South out there. Who is that?
Yeah, it looks like Aiden Davis.
Oh, he's up.
He took a shot.
Nope, sorry, 48. That's not 40. It's 48. That's going to be Micah Nickerson.
You know, when they roll these jerseys up, Don, it's hard to. You get one number maybe, but that second number is kind of hard to get.
Assuming it was a holding call.
He's all right though.
Okay.
Yeah,
comments, what's your score? Do you think the North is going to hold on to this 14-0 lead? You see it coming down to the end of the first quarter. They probably won't.
Boy, what a job he
get
did
this playoff. And it'll be the end of
quite
the
a turnaround.
first quarter.
Which is why I think he's seen so much success in the high school recruiting.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, got our second whistle of the ball game because it brings us to the end of the first quarter. So we'll take a step aside and take a timeout with the North leading the Benard Blackwell All-Star game 14-0 here in Gulfport. We'll be back for the second quarter of play in a moment.
Commercial roofing, reliable and durable solutions for your business. Residential roofing, protecting your home with quality craft.
I certainly appreciate you guys again joining us for this last game in the state of Mississippi. The North versus South All-Star game has been all North at the end of the first quarter. You see 14-0. They had that pick six on opening drive, and then they drove it down to get the other touchdown. And now this coming off of a fumble. The South trying to stop them from scoring yet again. We shall see. But a great game for all the players involved, the coaches, the fans that made the trip down from the north half. I mean, you imagine some of those fans way up north. I mean, it takes several hours. This is, again, the 16th season that they've held it at Milner Stadium. Again, I'm at Stats Coach Football on X, on YouTube. They got the and they already.
Wow, that's a touchdown. You don't think he's happy about it, do you?
That was White to LaKendrick.
That was they went to commercial and they ran a play. Of course, they're not waiting for a commercial. And that was really good. That was a touchdown north.
Watching as wasn't anything fancy.
Show the
but he made
replay,
his
but
got and he's so fast.
They were at commercial and happened.
It's the yards
the
after
north
the
all
catch.
in
You let your
control here.
playmakers do the hard work.
That was a long.
Just ran a simple post.
So the North takes a 20-0 lead. The point after snap is down, kick is up, and it's good by Braylon Spann out of Clinton. Play for Hammer Morgan. North leads at 21-0 here in Gulfport. We'll be back with the North kickoff in a moment.
I guess they're not going to show the replay. But anyways, they're not going to show the replay. But again, we'll have a lot scoring coming. This is probably the last live stream of this year. And it may not be a live stream until the start of next year, but there'll always be something on Facebook, off the high school football, and on X, that Coach Football, and then statewide stuff. I know we cover, mainly 90% Coach Football, but Raymond hired their new head coach, which was the coach that came in. I posted that job on our page. Again, it's not a coach job, but I posted it because it's Brandon. It's a South team, and they played, of course, lost to Gulfport there in the South State. And I know there was a lot of conversation.
It was no good off to the right.
A lot of fans were saying,
it was good. That's what I thought.
Some things some controversial things that it should be this coach or they're not going to hire this coach.
Don, I didn't know it was that
fact,
windy.
I hired a coach.
No, it's really not.
Some fans didn't think they
just
would
the way
hire.
He's got the ball set on the
that was
tee.
the coach that took him in.
I got to tell you though, the South sideline has gotten really quiet.
Left
really quiet. They got to fight back on this now.
They do. I mean, we're just into the second quarter and they're down by 3 scores.
Was able to
they're going to have somebody
get him
hold
to
the
South
ball.
State.
Oh, he put his foot into that one. Going to be picked up at the 5, 10, 15, 20 and going to be, was a really nice play there. Good open field tackle by Reed, a linebacker out of Grenada.
And also the athletic director.
Good return, though, by Sherrod Whitehead out of Ocean Springs.
Clinton. First time as a head coach.
College yet, but he's got a lot of D1 offers out there. Just waiting to see where the dust
so
settles.
Tell you what, that was a big hit on one.
That was a great hire. I think the right hire. He took control of the team after the head coach had differences with the team. Higher ups, from what I understand.
Let's see where they'll go with a quarterback.
It is what it is.
Looks like Nettles will be out there. Got to get something
he stepped in, and the team could have went out quickly.
Twin receivers both ways. Nope, one of them's going to come off the field.
It did not.
3 wideouts to the left, one to the
they
right.
went all the way.
Here's the snap. Nettles back to throw. Pocket collapses. He turns it up the field and slides down.
On the scramble, number 12.
See, he made it up to the nearly made it to the 30, but when you pulled that hook slide
congratulations.
give him a gain of a yard.
Coach Clinton and Brandon Bulldog.
Look, he was running for his life. Look at the replay. He was holding that ball like a loaf
Chris
of
Parker
bread.
Nettles, the quarterback that threw that
They just got to get the ball out. The
rebound pass, the Hail Mary that beat Tupelo.
Too long for the South.
And then the extra point.
Here's the snap.
Kick.
Going to run the football. Swinging wide left. Tries to get to the corner, and the corner turns into him.
For the North, who's in blue.
North defense is just so good, east to west.
Yes, as he's saying there.
Cork has been all over the field, coming from this left side over there to make that, get in on that tackle. They're just so fast.
So now that brings up 3rd down and 9 for the South.
Nope, just hasn't got anything going.
25-yard line. Nettles looking, runs out of time again, but has got some room up the field and might have the first down. It looks like it, Greg.
Well, it's going to be really good. I'm trying to wait and see where that official spot
He's
is.
going short. He went, and the sticks are moving, but he made a pass. Right there, he made a pass.
Oh, no, it was definitely
definitely
he made the 35-yard line, but they're going to mark him at the 34.
They shortchanged him.
They sure did.
Man, I mean, again, we don't want to bring up no officials. They do the best they can. We need the officials, but that was definitely over the yard marker.
And the South having
and there is no replay in high school football. Yeah, just like there's no NIL deal.
Hey, it's an all-star game. We got replay assist. We can help out with them.
21-0 North here in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout with them.
I don't know. I'm on the fence on that. I'm on the fence on if there should be NIL deals. Louisiana has it. A lot of states have it. In fact, I'll post. I saw somebody wrote up about it. And I'll post that later on, their commentary on that, on the NIL deals. But I went back to where there's no instant replay in high school football, or that what I say would have gave him the first down. He was fairly fast to the line of scrimmage. And he didn't slide. He wasn't sliding. So we'll see here. They're going to go for it down 21-0. Is the South. And North will get the ball to start the second half. They need some kind of points to get back in this game. Again, post your comments, questions about anything.
Chance here.
I don't know if they're going to quick kick it. No,
they're going to run for it. He's got some room.
Got it.
Oh, did he get it?
Yeah, he got it just past the 35 to the
Hancock.
36.
Quarterback that had a great year as also from Navy.
Maurice Booker just from Yazoo City making sure the running
back
was there.
And they put in Casey Keenan out of Hancock.
Is really as expected. A lot of players. Parker Nettles there.
He was the fans' choice.
He was the fans' choice. He's got some good offers on the table.
Harrison, Jordan Stapleton.
And also East
Gulf
Mississippi.
Coast.
Well, they got a yard and
Noel from Stone, a great defensive player in Gulf Coast.
From the 35-yard
of course, I called
line,
Gulf Coast
South's got it.
on the radio /live stream.
High snap, they pull it down, bounce into the outside, turns the corner, going to get 5, maybe 6, before he's taken out of bounds.
Pruitt there, Cephas Pruitt from Perry Central going to Jones Community
and
College.
Be in the area of holding on the edge.
I think we're going to get a holding call here, guys.
There's a holding on the south.
Xavier Thomas, the linebacker.
They will
on the north side.
They will indeed have holding.
They just can't get anything going.
So I say
that was a good run by Pruitt to turn that corner.
Yeah, he found an
signing
opportunity
day
there.
come
He
up
jumped
beginning
into it,
of
and
the
it
year.
would
A lot
have
of
been a
players
great
have
play
already
for him.
signed,
Unfortunately, that
committed.
hold negates it, brings him
Peters was
backwards.
there, Gulfport.
Of course, you know, the
his
big
signing
argument on
day.
that always is, it was a great
A
run.
lot of
Big
players, basketball, all the coaches,
First and
have
20
players
now. I don't
going
know.
at the
You got
next
too much
level.
in the playbook to
And
try and get
JUCO
it all
football
right
is
here.
the next level, and there's nothing,
That'll
you know,
take snap.
nowadays. Maybe back in the day it was, but
Going to throw down the middle and
nice to keep
almost
his eyes
caught
down
to
the
the
field. There's
coverage. Was
double coverage in the fleet.
excelente by DK Wallace.
But I mean,
Nettles just
to go
seems
to
like he's
JUCO
flustered
football,
back
there's
there.
a
He's
lot
not
of
very
sometimes
confident
the
to want to
best players
stand in
get
there
that
because he knows
experience.
that defensive
And these Friday
rush
night
is coming.
stars that you notice when you go to your games on Friday night, you see players like, man, just
Breaking the
stand
pocket awfully
head
early.
above other players. Like,
If I
hey,
had
this
some of these
player
guys
is
chasing me, I'd be
the wall.
breaking it off too.
Here
And then you
comes
go to
Keenan
the
in
JUCO
again from
level,
Hancock.
all those players you see on Friday nights that shine and are at the next level, you have all of them at the next level. So some players just don't make it at JUCO football.
So
Some players shine at
Keenan
JUCO
in there
football.
on a
So
second
you'll
down
see,
and
and
20.
it's a lot different when all these
For the
players are
South,
at the next
twin
level.
receivers both ways.
You might have dominated them in high school on Friday nights. You know, the next level you go up, speed is the main thing that I'm told.
Well,
by
the North
players.
was not very happy. You could hear the coaching staff hollering for delay of game. They were convinced that play clock ran out.
So that was
brings up
K-Smith.
3rd and 18
Went in
now.
for a snap.
Nettles back in there, QB.
No huddle deal. Now he'll turn over and
Mouse
look.
is really
Just try and
behind
find
the
it to one of your
chain.
wide
Yeah,
receivers
screen
here and let
plot,
him do some work.
Screen or
Head
something.
coach
But
Chris
3rd and
Thigpen out of
18, you're limited.
Terry High School for the South. Now he's got a man out there, and it's going to be caught, but was he in bounds?
Yeah, it's going to definitely a catch, and it's going to make.
I think they're calling him out now.
Also,
Well, that's a shame, too, because that would have made
had
the
it,
fourth
but
and
they're
manageable to be able to go for it.
Yep.
Again, would have been a except.
The flag, yeah.
when you're not on schedule and you're behind
So
the chain,
now
the playbook changes drastically.
we're going to see the punting team come on, and
It'll be Peyton Williams there from Ocean Springs.
2 turnovers by
Try
the
and beat
South
this away, and
the North.
good
14
field position
points.
awaits the
6-6
North.
to start the game.
21-0, so they want to tack
And
on
then
another
that
one.
sack
they're
fumble,
standing,
and they
the
cashed
attorneys
in
are
on that
standing
one
at
the last
their own
drive.
40.
We're going to back up a little now. Here,
Oh, boy, blah, blah, blah.
Puck's dropped. Here comes the North. Ball's dropped again, and I think.
And there's another. We've seen that in the Alabama game.
Yeah, they did. They were getting the ball there either
Man.
way. But
Yeah.
that was
43.
poor Peyton Williams. Couldn't handle the snap.
Rokari Covington from Kosciuszko in there.
Boy, I don't know that things could go any worse for the South
Wow.
here in the first quarter. This is a tidal wave.
Well, we
That
are
is-
on the coast.
Goodness gracious.
Not great, obviously.
This
Just
is
the
tough
most
to ask the
should have had it.
defense
Just
to hold
fumble the
them out of the
ball.
end zone when they're taking the ball over at
Now
the 7-yard
defense have
line.
to stand up so they can get their
So
turnover.
first
The
and
North
goal
has
to
not
go for
turned
the
the ball
North.
over.
See who they'll go with at quarterback, Greg.
That's the 3rd miscue for the South.
White.
The North
King
has
White.
passed in on
Big
2
surprise.
of them. North.
You're 7 yards out from Pater. White wanted to make a cut inside, and wow.
Well,
defense showed up big time.
He tried to run the option, and he'd have been a whole lot better off pitching that ball to the outside over there to Jeremiah Miller because the defense keyed on White, as you mentioned earlier. They're not going to let White out of their sight, and they just attacked him.
Ruben Bilbrew, a linebacker out of Northwest Rankin, plays for Devin Cooper. He was there for the stop for the South.
Timeout South.
Timeout South. 8:02 to go in the first half here in the 77th annual Benard Blackwell All-Star Classic here in Gulfport. We'll be back.
All right. And the South needs something. The North is just doing what they do. The two turnovers, and then now the punt, the muff punt. I mean, just a low snap. Hunter couldn't get it, gather it up, and turnover. And the North is in the red zone, but what it is. Again, 4 coaching jobs are open on the coast. Again, you will have St. Stanislaus, Biloxi. Coach DuBose was there for 2 years. I thought personally he would stay for maybe 4 years. 2 years, he's off to Georgia. Pascagoula.
And the quarterback. We'll have a change at quarterback. Trustee going to roll left. Looking. Wants to throw. In trouble. Goes back to the right. He's got a shot. Throws. Incomplete.
And Harris
one hopped it off the ground.
I was watching that
nice
play.
Job down there by
Man,
Mike Johnson.
That was wild.
He officially got it, but no.
Let's take a look at it. There's a pump
back
there.
Wasn't open.
Block. That was laying the lumber there. Did Aiden Brooks out of West Point? I
don't know. That could have called a flag or not.
Yeah, and trying to sell that play
but it was
Mike Johnson. Do you see him look at the official? He goes, "I've got the ball." The official said, "Yeah, I got to you on one hop."
All right, South got one more time to try and hold them to a field goal attempt here.
It'd be huge if they could hold them to a field goal.
Yeah, it would be to hold them to a field goal to make it a 3-score game. Still just the first half.
They're gonna pump it once, let it go, incomplete. Good.
Oh no!
Why? Why did he throw it
there?
I mean, the fade was a good throw, but they're going to get pass interference.
Why did he throw a flag?
That's really Kyron Johnson from Natchez played with Stephen Davis. His coverage was actually pretty good on that.
It was, and it was really not going to be caught, but it
was
uncatchable. A good throw to that back corner.
I said they showed a replay so late.
If anything, the ball had already gone past the receiver.
Yeah, Russ, that was not
what it is. What it is.
I reckon there's no such thing as an uncatchable ball in high school. That's why they called the penalty. But
that's up obviously first and goal now, and they had him to field goal 3-score game. But
he did. Okay,
so it was
that was
call, but he wasn't going to catch it regardless.
Okay,
we need to
because it's high school rules. It's half the distance to the goal, and just repeat third down. You don't get that automatic first down like you do in college and the pros.
Well, the North calls the timeout now with 7:42 left to go in the first half. North leads it 21-0. Back with more in a moment.
Man, it is what it is. The call that pass interference was going to go out there and kick a field goal to make it a 3-score game there in the first half, and now they got a fresh set of downs. I didn't keep track of how many timeouts. Only I do when I'm calling the game, but I think don't have it on the scoreboard. But that is one for the North. Get the ball to start the second half. It will be the last stream of this year, 2025. I don't know exactly when we will have a new stream coming in 2026. We certainly looked at next season. We had the post-game live streams. We had coaches on there. Any suggestions you guys have, please either DM me or
Trustee out, King White in.
Or post them. Hey, I like to see this. Hey, I like to know this.
Hand it straight up.
I certainly like to.
I don't think Crump got there. No,
I don't think he did either.
They collapsed really quickly.
Picayune's going for their 6th straight region title. That would tie Stone. Stone had
Marlon Jones
back in the 90s. So again, I'll have three that are heading into 2026. That are good impact. Second down. It's not fourth down. It's down on the scoreboard.
Gotta go for it on 4th and goal, and King White says he didn't snap me the ball.
Oh, they were trying the trick play where King would walk back and say, I don't know the play, and they were trying the direct snap, but the wide receivers jumped.
What movie was that? Oh, that was in Longest Yard. They tried that play.
He just started to walk off the field.
But it's not fourth down. It just had
they were going to walk at it
this is
to the running back.
Yeah. King just wandered around like I don't know what's happening. And then the wide receivers messed it up for everybody.
Yeah, great weather there.
That's the third trick play we've had in this game.
Gregory Keaton got the worst of that. He just got ran over by the offensive line there.
Still going to go for it.
It's not, unless I missed a play.
4th down, goal to go. King White.
Johnson on the sweeper.
Oh, you're going to come back the other way. No, he wants to throw it.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Oh, my.
Wow. Things are going your way. You throw it back across the field. Great concentration.
I don't know if that was a trick play, but Darius Clinton out of Shannon played for Kentucky. Look at that catch.
I don't think that's the way the timing was supposed to go on that one.
Or maybe even the way they drew it up.
But he knew he had the presence Johnson did to throw that ball back to a wide open Clifton in the end zone.
That's the advantage of having a quarterback that's also a wide receiver.
That is a tremendous play there by Johnson.
Here's the extra point. It's up, and it's good.
Everything going the North's way.
Boy,
Goodness.
we got a 28-0 ball game. The North leads it here in Gulfport. We'll be back with their kickoff in a moment.
Man, what a play that was, and they cashed in 3 for 3 on the pick 6 to start the game for the North, and then they fumbled the ball. They scored several plays later, and then that bad low punt that the punter could not get, and turnover on downs, and a few plays later, the North scores 28-0. But again, I appreciate everybody joining us here on this day, the 20th of December, Christmas less than a week away. Congratulations to all the teams that won the state, all the teams that made the playoffs, all the teams that went to North and South state championship games. Just because you lost a state championship game, you still won either a North or a South state championship. So it's still an accomplishment.
They got that ball on a turnover. The South turned it over, and here's their kickoff. It's been an adventure today. A little endo in, and that's why it's an adventure. They're still trying to pick it up, and they do. And some room to run up to the 40-yard line.
I know you
job by Xavier
Kincaid there. Or try to get some kind of rhythm, but you need
maybe the
somebody
can get something going here. Let's hope.
They have not.
One of the more
I think they passed the fifth on the opening drive.
Game so far, I think.
Like other than that,
been the
they have not been.
Because they've all been different. Hey, today's game has been brought to you by Hallmark Hyundai out of Flowood.
Hey guys, last night at the banquet, at the end where the coaches are doing their charges to their players,
right?
South's coach, Thigpen, said they were going to hang 50 on North.
Oopsie.
Well,
they're kind of go in the opposite direction here.
They're going to have a big second half.
Yes, they better.
It's Durr in there, quarterback.
He's going to roll to the left, try to follow his block, and got about a yard or two. Going over there and chasing him was Prentice Cork. I'll tell you what, my money today in the first half, Prentice Cork's been everywhere.
He has. And again, just that speed that this North defense has going east to west, that they're not getting an opportunity to South.
Taking the lineman took his helmet off, but hands to the face for the helmet come off like that on the defense.
Number 75,
did not see the play, but he wasn't too happy.
Having to check out because his helmet came off.
Going to run the football to the left side. Good hard run. Gets across
there you
the
go.
45, close to the 46-yard line. That's one of the few off-tackle runs we've had from the South today that's been successful.
Yeah, and they used Whitehead on it that time. The
Ocean Springs Gerard,
young athlete there out of Ocean Springs.
Micah Butler in on the tackle for the North. Third down. Throw over the middle. It's caught, drop.
Right, man. Timing pattern up and
Matthew
in.
Barnes from seminary.
You got to catch those.
Yeah. I mean, Donna, he was open.
Yep.
Go
he did have a defender on him, but he still should have missed him up with that ball. Hey, they're frustrated right now. You can just see it, though. They're really, really frustrated.
Hey, I have a question for you. You don't expect this in an all-star game. If the North goes down and scores again, do you have a 35-point hot clock?
Yes, you do. And the second half, it'll run. And you could come back. Here's the deal, and we'll talk about it in a minute, but you can come back and make it a game in the second half, and it's still going to run. Here's the snap. They need the first down. The throw.
They're just not. They're not catching it now.
Once again, couldn't
they have not crossed the 50-yard line
out of Forest.
They have not crossed the 50-yard line.
To go up there and
again, maybe that first drive. Somebody who was here at the beginning. They threw that pick six.
South defense got to rise. Got to stop them.
But since then, the South has not crossed.
We'll remind you today's game being brought to you in part by Treasurer David McRae and his Mississippi.
As good as the players are on that South team, North has
and by MPB
miscues on the South side, and North has capitalized on.
Don needs to go over there with those wide receivers and have a little chat with all of them. That's what I think.
28 points.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that right now.
Yeah.
All right, here comes the North. A lot of time. Nice throw, and he's open, and it's
And there's the first turnover.
an interception. He's up to the 40, 50, and into North territory. He had that one all the way.
Trusty tried to force that one down the field, and great job there by Gavin from Heidelberg.
We got a flag down on the sideline down here, guys. I think maybe late hit out of bounds.
That was Latham Gavin, as you mentioned, Greg. And
Latham Gavin.
Let's see what the call is
that was
here.
A nice climb.
That's a late hit. They're going to add some yards to this.
Well, Trusty forced that. He just threw it as far as he could down there, and
but he had a man open.
He did, but it was as far as he could throw it.
It was just short. He had the defender beat.
Not quite enough. Is this offsetting? Because he just pointed to the south.
Yep, you're right. He did. There may have been some push and shove. It looked like it was a late hit, but may have been some retaliation, push and shove on the sideline.
They seem to always get that second guy, don't they?
Yeah. I led the league in that 1 year.
Yep, they're marking it off.
Block in the back, is what he said.
The block in the back by the South. And once I said they haven't been past the 50 since the first drive.
Good field position. Not as good as they just had it, but
that just really ate up a whole bunch of that.
Or even Casey Collin from Hancock will come out and be quarterback. They need to get some kind of spark going here.
Couldn't get enough on it. I mean, that was a long throw.
Nothing, and North will get the ball to start the second half.
Good return by Gavin. So now the South down by a score of 28-0. Little 5 minutes and some change left to go in the first half. Three wideouts to the left, one to the right.
Oh, it is Nettle.
Play action. They're going to throw it.
He wanted to.
The pass. It's caught.
Oh, the faker.
40, 35, 30.
Halfback. There you go. There you go, South. That's your R right there.
Yard line. Greg, that play was in trouble.
Hey, Matthew Barnes over there from seminary, he
held
it and thought about it and took a big lick, and he gets it to Whitehead down the sideline.
50-yard line. Second time.
That's a fun play right there.
That was it's okay. It all worked out in the end, but they were holding their breath as he was coming around that corner.
Maurice Booker is the one that took him out of bounds. So now the South with a chance here to maybe score before the half. So with nice hole right side. Good run.
I'm telling you, Whitehead is special, and if he can get the motor running, the South can get back into this game.
A lot of players that have never heard of Whitehead from Ocean Springs. I mean, he's all over, so he's got all kinds of offers. He's a great
Whitehead from Ocean Springs. Of course, they had another good year under Jake Grandma. First and goal to go from inside the 5. Going to go back to him again. Hole is there. Touchdown.
That's just night and day between the offense that was in there for the first half and half of the second, first quarter, half of the
Whitehead.
Well, why is that, Don?
I don't know, but boy, they just came alive in those last minute and a half.
So the South gets on the scoreboard.
Company.
Hey, Don, that was they finally loosened up, I think, that big pass play.
Yep. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly what they needed was a little bit of momentum.
Well, they're going to –
what are they?
I think they're going to kick the point after. Yeah,
well, they were looking for a holder. Wyatt Jones out there from Sumrall was like, okay, who's going to come hold for me? So Nettle's coming running out there.
Snap is down. Kick is up. Good kick. 28-7. North leads it here in Gulfport. Still got a little bit of time in the first half. Let's see what happens. We may have a crazy finish here. Back with more before halftime in a moment.
Nice. At least they come back and scored. Now, well, they tried an onside kick. They have not kicked off yet. They received the ball on there, but they have not kicked off because obviously that's their first score in the game. So, but that was nice for Chop to get in there for the touchdown for the South from Ocean Springs. And it's bittersweet that this is the last game. So see what happens here. Again, thank you for sharing on X, on YouTube, and on Facebook.
Hey, kept wondering, why am I on the team?
Football year round. We just don't take the off
finally
season.
getting to use them.
In fact, I showed a video of Coach Feaster.
There's a word
His son's playing yesterday. Not just
I don't
he
discount
posted videos,
anything.
and they're doing workouts. A lot of teams are. Bay High, I believe I saw Coach
Back there, here we go.
posting his workouts. Just because the season ends, they start.
He kicked it
the
high
next
end
season.
over end.
It's year round.
Into the end
We are
zone for
here
the
year
touchback.
round. To give you any
Maybe
kind of
with 4:52
news,
left to go in the
to
first
the
half.
next level,
South
hosting openings. Again, we average 5 to
Well, if they can force another quick
on the
turnover,
coast.
they're going to need something.
We
Because
are up
remember,
to 4
the North
already
gets the ball
this
to
year.
start the second half.
Right.
So you don't want to let them get a 2-for-1 here.
Don't go away
Oh,
at
they make
halftime.
it on side, but they got the
Talking with
on
Don
side and
Barnes
not
and Mike
recover.
Peterson will be talking with some of the cricket personnel that are here today. Also, Johnny Mims, the executive director of this.
Yeah, Johnny
game and
Mims,
last
we had
week's
to
game,
interview,
this
check our
game.
timeline. We
Now,
interviewed them
Jerry
on how
Mann
the players are
performed.
drafted. I say me, Matt Stats, interviewed them months
So
ago
first and
live.
10 for the North
He
at
answered
their own
questions on
30.
how these
Whistle.
players are selected to these
King
all-star
White was
games.
gonna
Of course,
throw.
they're all seniors. All players are seniors in both
I don't know
Mississippi
if you saw that,
and
but
North-South all-star.
number 49 was it 48? Micah Nickerson came over.
And some, fans are why
the
is
running
this
back
player A
just
and
slits
player
it on
B are not
here.
in it? Well, sometimes,
Illegal substitution.
unfortunately, the grades
They had
or
too many men on the
misconduct
field.
at school
Did the South.
That
are
happens
some
in
of the
all-star
reasons
game.
why, but then there's also a reason
35
why he
yards.
said the coaches sometimes don't nominate players.
Well,
Which,
if you wanted to
of course,
stop the
he wouldn't
North,
say where-
that's
if there was any coach teams
that's
that
not what you wanted.
nominate some players,
You got King
but
White
it's
in there,
statewide.
quarterback.
So that's not the main truth. It's
We
just
have
the
seen
process
how
that they
far
select
he can
coaches.
fling the
Coaches
ball.
has to go through a process of being a coach for both of
Gonna
these
run the
teams.
football off the left side.
The
Nice
coaches
hard
in
run,
the
and I
South
think he
game
got
or
the
the
first
North
down.
South. Yeah, position coaches, and then they look at who
Good
they
hard run there
want
by
for
Flowers to move
their
the
offensive
chains.
line, defensive line, running backs, on what kind of scheme the head coach, what kind of scheme he runs. This player
Nickerson's
will
way
play better than
offsides.
this player. So there's a process. And again,
King
there's
White wants to throw, and that ball a little low, but I think
players
it's
that are
caught. It
off.
is. Pickup of 9.
Good job to
Both
go down
all-star
low
games.
there was Jaden Tucker from Holmes County. White has such a good pocket presence that he's so confident standing back there.
Second down, about 2. And hang on, we got a whistle.
This one I think's gonna. No, they're gonna say this time they're gonna get Nickerson
For being
offside.
offside, yeah.
And 12
So
coach
again,
players
South shooting themselves
on
in the
the
foot.
roster, including the vote-in.
Especially,
Jason
with
Cannon
4:05
from
left
Hancock.
to go in
He
the first
saw his
half.
team limited time, both defensive and
That's
offensive.
10 yards in penalties on this drive
And welcome all the North and South
for the illegal
fans that are
substitution,
watching
and then the
this live stream.
offsides call there.
Has it live.
They don't need any help. The North offense doesn't need
on
any
their
help.
broadcast, sharing it
They can do it on their own right
off
now.
our social
Here's
media.
a snap. King White calls his own number and picks up 6.
Oh, and a late hit coming in there.
And again, I know they used one
Legal
timeout.
number 52
And I
coming
apologize.
in.
I didn't usually I mark down when I'm calling golf.
Looking out to get a flag is Talib
football,
Parkman.
I marked down
Summerall.
timeouts, and I did not do it in this game. But I know they have used a timeout. The
King
North
was down on the ground and he got
coming up
pancaked.
on 3:30 in halftime.
Maybe
They
that's
did not have a
allowed in the
2-minute
All-Star
timeout, as we know.
Have to go back and look at the rules on that one. Second down, we'll call it 6, yeah. From the 40 of the South, going to run the football again. Nice hard run, close to a first down.
Jeremiah Miller.
Got 2 down there discussing the colors of. Did he fumble that ball?
No.
Nope. They're saying get back up to the line of scrimmage.
First down.
First down. King White will hand it off.
But now we're going to get a false start. No illegal substitution again on the defense. Too many men on the field. As 31 comes trotting off. Darrell Washington. Can't have 12.
No.
As much as maybe they ought to let them down 28-7.
Jeremiah Miller was the running back out of Choctaw County.
Would think they're range, but that's an answer because I don't know
now,
the kicker and how
first
it
down
really
and 5 again for the
North.
North. Inside the 30 of the South. King White pumps once, looks, throws, and that's way out of bounds. Boy, he has got a strong arm.
He does, and he took that step up to see if there was some room there. That hole closed for him, so he just took one step back and threw it where only.
If you don't think that it matters, some
throw it and
frustration
have it
out
turned
there.
over.
Hey, guys, we're going to have a special guest here in halftime as well. Mark Osborne with Elite Physical Therapy. We're going to talk with him a little bit. He's been helping out the MAC with all of their physical therapy workouts.
Last game for probably several of these players
we'll get him at
ever.
halftime as well.
All right.
They're not going to the next level, either because they don't want to, which is fine, or they just
White throws, caught,
don't have offers.
and got the first down.
I don't know how many players are active, but there are players that are will not play.
I've seen him play several times.
Yeah.
Today he's playing exactly like I've seen him play those couple of times.
I can't wait to see when where he goes to play his college ball. And same thing with Tylen Matthews there on the reception from Lake Cormorant. Caught that ball, turned, and just got as much as he could and picks up another first down. He's going to be at UNLV next year.
Yeah. Who made that recruiting trip?
Dan going to play for Dan Mullen there at UNLV.
King White's got a man open. Got the touchdown.
Flag down, though.
Big surprise.
Let's see.
May have eligible man downfield or possibly defensive holding. That's
He's been playing with turnovers, holding,
touchdown, but I knew
he was wide open.
I knew he was going to possibly be called for defensive holding here, but also saw a lineman a little bit further downfield. Thought it was going to be offsetting penalties, but nevertheless,
it's an all-star game, Mike.
It's an all-star game. That's right.
Hey, Jaden Tucker, he did a good job getting behind Kyron Johnson there, and that was way too easy. That's pitch and catch 101.
Here's Braylon Spann for the point after.
That one looked like it was right, and it is wide right.
No good.
No good.
No good. 34-7 with little less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. Well, the North just having their way right now. We'll be back with the North kickoff in a moment.
Man, right, you can get the momentum on your side, the South, after that interception. Then they finally, Sherrard Whitehead from Ocean Springs scored to cut it, 28-7. The North just says, hey, we're going in. It was aided by some penalties. And a nice throw by the North. Again, Matt Stats, Coach Football. Appreciate you guys joining myself on this Saturday afternoon, December 20th. Christmas is 5 days away on this last high school football game in the state of Mississippi. Post your comments.
Coming from Jonah
Questions,
Hartman,
anything, be glad to
Central.
answer them.
You never know what this young man's going to do today.
He's a magician with this football. And he's going to kick this one deep.
Pretty kick. Taken at the 1. Up to the 20. Ooh, he is taken down rudely.
Clydarian Peters got rocked on that one. I think that was by 46 for the North. Pretty sure that's it. Laid that lumber in there.
Ooh. Could feel it up here. Here he comes right there.
45. Xavier Thomas, linebacker at a north side.
So you got a minute 46 left to go in the first half. You're down 34-7. A score would make you feel a little bit better going into halftime.
Yeah, it'll be Jack Durr's turn again from Pearl.
They'll have wideouts left and right. I think it's going to put more people in the block. Going to hand the football off. Nice hard run.
See, they went 2 tight ends that time to try and give them some extra beef up there. Still only resulted in about a 3-4 yard gain.
Rondé Baker from Terry.
He's excited to see his band come on the field.
Yeah. Going to hand the football off again. Nice hole. Nice run. I think you got the first down on that second and third effort.
Yeah, just out there shy of the 35. Helmet come off again.
Means he's got to leave for a play. And
that's Jeremiah Jackson out of Noxubee County. He's still he's a little woozy there, Russ. He's going to make his way off. He kind of stood there just looking down without his helmet. Now he's going to trot off the field. Yeah, he looked like he was a little stunned as he was just standing at the line.
I think I would be stunned if I was running the football and he was standing at the line.
Well, I hope he's all right over there.
1st and 10 for the South. Durr on the slant, and that one's picked off. Or did it hit the ground?
I think it was going to be an interception, but we got markers down.
Hit the ground was also going to be a pass interference on the defense.
On the North.
Durr had to handle that low snap. They're going to get some free yards here. That was nearly an interception. That was a good job trying to get his hands underneath it, but I think he got his hands underneath it, but will not count because of the penalty anyway. So
yeah. Greg, he got his hands under that ball.
Less than a minute though, Russ.
Good camera work there, guys.
Need another chunk play here.
1st and 10 for the South. Durr wants to throw, just lifts it up there. Oh man. That was a great try there by Matthew Barnes out of seminary.
Just suspended in space with that ball.
I thought he was going to come down with that. He had position, and he's already super tall at 6'3".
It's almost like when that ball crossed the 35, it just stopped.
Yeah.
Caught some helium.
Man, that was a good opportunity for the South right there.
So Durr will set him down 2nd and 10 from midfield. Durr swings it out. Nice catch. Good tackle. Well, I tell you, the North is gang tackling. Coming up that time was Smith from Belma Jackson, played for Bernard Ewell.
Rondé Baker just couldn't get that motor running. They got to hurry up. Less than 30 seconds now. North running a player off the field late. Snap the ball.
Twin receivers both ways in North territory now with 20 seconds to go. Durr. Oh, what a catch. Was that Barnes again?
No, it's Dwight Thomas out of the pass. Pass Christian.
There you go. Pass Christian.
Well, they're going to have 12 seconds to go. If they can get it down to the 20, they might get a field goal attempt.
Well, they're going to well, we had a flag. It's coming back.
Oh, I didn't see the flag. That was a heck of a catch.
Except for the flag.
Yeah.
They've had too many of those.
A bunch in the first half.
Killing themselves.
So now Jack Durr with 8 seconds. The clock is running.
Got to get the play off if you want one more.
Durr at the 40. Throws. He's got a man wide open, and he overthrows him. That's Barnes again. And that is how we will end the first half. Mike Peterson will be talking to the head coach for the North, Ron Price, out of East Webster. There we go, Mike. If you find Coach Price, let us know when you're ready.
Don't come to the locker room.
They got to be feeling pretty good right now, I would think.
Okay.
As the Terry band gets ready to check on.
Hey, I've got him.
Okay.
Got him right now, Russ.
All right, take it.
Yes, sir.
Coach, couldn't have asked for a better first half right here. 34 points in the first half. Your defensive back from Oxford set the tone early.
Yes, sir. You know, it's been an amazing week. God's blessed us with beautiful weather today. Offense and defense are executing. Coaches are doing a great job. Can't ask for anything more in the first half.
Now, you scored 28 points offensively. How hard was it to prepare your offense in only 4 days of practice?
They've been an unbelievable group of kids, man, and our coaches, again, have done an outstanding job of getting the game plans in. We've challenged the kids every day just to come out and execute. Can't ask for a better first half than that from a group of all-stars.
Okay. For you personally, how's it been for you being selected to coach in an all-star game? And have you come down from that high of winning a state championship yet?
God's been so good to me, man. I can't thank him enough to be able to win our first state championship in the history of East Webster High School, and then to come down here and to be able to work with these coaches and these kids, and then to be in the position we're in at halftime. We just got to go make sure we take care of the next 24 minutes and finish in the second half.
Thank you, Coach.
So our halftime score now 34-7. The North All-Stars lead it here in Gulfport. We'll take a timeout. Halftime activities coming up.
It's always game day at Hallmark Hyundai. Score big before the clock runs out.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select 2025 and 2026 Tucson and Santa Fe models. Or lease a new Hyundai Elantra for just $209 a month with 0 down. And don't forget, we service all makes and models.
2 locations, 1 winning play. Hallmark Hyundai Flowood and Hallmark Hyundai North. It's always game day at Hallmark Hyundai.
Commercial roofing, reliable and durable solutions for your business. Residential roofing, protecting your home with quality craftsmanship. Metal walls, custom designs for a modern look. Emergency services, rapid response to protect your property.
After a recent hailstorm, I needed a total roof replacement. I chose Malone Roofing for the job, and my new roof looks great.
Contact us today for a free inspection. Visit www.ecmalone.com or call 1-833-7-MALONE.
1 in 10 Mississippians has unclaimed money awaiting claim at the state treasury. There's literally hundreds of millions of dollars waiting to be united with the rightful owner. At www.treasury.ms.gov to search, you'll see your name and stake your claim by following these instructions. You'll be asked for some basic ID like a copy of your license or a government-issued ID, then hit send. Treasurer David McRae has a dedicated unclaimed money team awaiting your claim, ready to return your money. Don't wait. Look for your name and stake your claim today. www.treasury.ms.gov. Welcome back to Gulfport. As you get a good look at the stadium here, it's 34-7, and joining us now, very special guest for me. If you ever listen to Friday Night on the Lights, you always hear us talk about the doctor, Dave Schaus, and George always says he's in a bunker somewhere in Boone, North Carolina. He has been handling our IT for Funnel since the beginning. Dave, how's that changed over the years?
Oh my gosh, from the time that we started, I mean, first we were trying to do the internet on a radio, and then we were using the audio broadcast, and then we took the big step, I guess, into video, 2012 or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we did the app in 2016. We're now on YouTube and Facebook and Roku and Apple TV. Yeah, everywhere.
Apple TV.
Yeah.
Someone was telling me that they went into a local restaurant that has a lot of TVs. I'll leave their name out, and said it was all over all over their TVs in there because people want to watch, the missile and Today's game being heard all across the state on MPB Think Radio, and one of my favorite people helping us with this broadcast today, Jermaine Blunt. Sorry, is back at the MPB, and we're going to help
I went over,
out a little bit by
here.
we'll let you know how long our breaks are going to be. Let's go down to Don Barnes and get a special guest.
All right, thank you, guys. So I've got Mark Osborne with me with Elite Physical Therapy. And Mark, you guys have worked tirelessly to help these guys out, especially this week. And I know that you've had a long relationship with the MAC and the games that they play. Tell us a little bit about you guys and how you've been helping out.
Yeah, we've been blessed to be able to be partners with the MAC now for.
All right. So we'll go back. And what you guys didn't hear what I said. Which, is because my mic was muted. That was good. So I was just talking. So real quickly, again, on our Facebook page, Gulf Coast High School Football, pinned to the top. These are since 2000. And these are all the teams that played in the state championship game from the coast, the 6 coastal counties. 14 programs have reached the state. You see St. John, they're not even there. They formed with Mr. Cross and St. Patrick. Ocean Springs, 2004. You see George County played in 1. Resurrection, East Central, Goshay. Stone played in 2, as in 1. Poplarville played in 5, of course, in 1 last year. Rocket Falls played in 3. I call that 2009 St. Stanislaus game in Dillon Farr 1. Miles Brennan, back-to-back, lost to Knoxville County, 2014-2015 is when that was. D'Iberville won in 2002, did lose 2008. Pascagoula, their perfect season in 1987 with Shane Matthews. They named one player there. They had a great player all over the place. 2012, Coach Sims did lose there. He again retired this year after 15 years at Pascagoula, 3 years at Moss Point, in a total of about 30 years of coaching experience. But then Gulfport, 1982. Again, this is from 1981 to current is when this format started. I had a breakdown of the 3 different eras of state championship games, and they were Big 8 conference championships. And one day I will go back and post all the teams on the coast that won a Big 8 championship or whatever they conference it was called. It was not in this format. That's why we look at this 1981 to current is when they went to this format, North versus South, the classes. And back before that, they had an era like college football. The media said, okay, this team won the state championship. Well, these stats here are from 1981 to current. Again, Gulfport 82, they did win a Big 8 in 75. Won this past year, of course, a few weeks ago. Picayune, 2019, they lost. They are 5-1. Coach Stogner, Coach Lee has won these titles. Coach Stogner's won 2. Coach Lee, see there, won 3. Moss Point, Coach Alexander, the king of the coast. He's on Coach Mount Rushmore. Has won 5. Of course, last one been 25 years ago. They played in 2001. Did lose that one. Teams, the years they had 2 coast teams. Of course, I was there at Resurrection, Rocket Charles, and both of them lost, unfortunately. Picayune, Poplarville, and then, last year in 24, Poplarville did win. Goshay lost there. And then from 2007, that's just a year where I picked, as I started calling high school football game out of Katrina, I was able to start calling with Wayne. We're currently calling for Mississippi Gulf Coast after calling high school football game of the week since 2005 till about 13. 1 year we actually called strictly Gulfport games, and then went to Gulf Coast in 2015, where we currently are located calling games. But these are the years. No coast team in 2010 or 2023. Coast has won a state championship 4 of the last 5 years, and it's just been last 17 and 19 season, a coast team has played in a championship, except for those, again, 2010 and 2023. Coast football is the 6 coastal counties, and we will bring back up.
Absolutely fantastic this week. What a great group of kids. I was
That's
telling
Johnny
them at the
Mims,
banquet
who
last
I
night. I mean, the mothers and the dads and whoever raised them should be very proud of how they act.
They were a very well-mannered bunch of gentlemen, and I'll tell you what, it's fun to watch them come into their adulthood, and these are parts of those things that shape that. But, you know, some people that are just watching maybe an all-star game for the first time may not really understand what all goes into it the week prior, when these guys get here, where they're staying and all those things. Are they together? What's going on?
Well, you know, we actually, brought them down here on Tuesday. We've been down here all week. We house them at the Air National Guard. They're one of our corporate partnerships they have with us. And, my God, what a facility they have. You know, I was telling my wife, if you want to know where your tax dollars are going, just go look at where that is right there. So what a fabulous place. I say I can blindfold you and take you in one of those rooms and you think you're staying at a Holiday Inn Express. So we're very nice. 2 local schools host us, Gulfport High School and Harrison Central High School host them. Practices, and we go practice twice a day. Of course, we feed them breakfast, we feed them lunch, we feed them supper, we feed them a 10 o'clock snack. They've got drinks available to them all week. So, we try to do the best we can and make them proud. And the kids we have down here are, they're the next best thing. And, they're going to the next level. So there's no problems. The coaches love it because there's nobody that you have to worry about. These kids all have a bright future ahead of them.
Well, again, it is, like you said, the future for these guys. Some of these guys are going to go on to play in the college level. Some of them may or may not. And then there are those that will springboard into the pros. You mentioned it last night at the banquet, and we talked about Gardner Minshew a couple of times here today as well. This is a launching pad for some of these guys.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, a lot of these kids, they get lost in the shuffle with all the new the portal and all that stuff going in, and a lot of these guys have a chip on their shoulders, and they'll get an offer. The ones that don't will pick up an offer after this game. And again, like I said last night, Ahmad Hardy from Lawrence County. He played in that game 2 years ago. Now he's one of the leading rushers in the SEC in Missouri. So these are just some of the examples that we do. And again, I preach to them all week when I talk to them, guys. Fall back on something. And I know every one of these guys think they're going to be playing on Sunday, and we know the chances of that is slim and none, really. So, but most of these guys will go on and be a good daddy, have a good job, learn how to be a citizen that produces in their in their city and their county, and this is what it is. It builds character.
Well, I tell you what, this is going to probably sound maybe a little bit funny, but this is one of my favorite times of the year, especially when we get up here to the All-Star games, because I just kind of like hanging out with you because you're pretty awesome. So we hope you've got a lot more years behind you on this. You guys have done a fantastic job last week with Miss Al game and this one, of course, as well. So congratulations on pulling off another one. Perfect weather for today as well.
Thank y'all. And again, thank y'all for what you do for high school football. I can't do what y'all do. Y'all are out here promoting them, and we certainly appreciate that.
Well, you are an awesome host, and we do appreciate being here with you each and every year. So we'll take it back up there to the booth, and I'm going to see if I can go catch Coach Thigpen here and see if we can get him coming out of the locker room. Back to you guys.
Sounds good, Don. Thank you, and thank Johnny for taking his time down there on the field tonight. Right now, the North leads this game 34-7. Mike, do you have anybody lined up over there? I see the North is kind of stretching right now.
I do, Russ. I've got the player who kind of set the tone right off the bat. The defensive back from Oxford High School, Kingston Gregory. Kingston, what did you see to cut that right off the go and get that pick six?
I knew the down and distance. I knew the routes that I could get. I've been coached up well at my high school by my coaches. Quarterback stared it down for a little too long. I play receiver, so I know route patterns. It was a three-step slant. He looked at it for too long. I broke on the ball, caught it, and scored.
All right, Kingston, what's the week been like for you being in the All-Star game, getting to see players you played with and played against?
It's been great. Playing against some of these guys some of them beat me, I beat some of them. But just finally be able to play with, when your whole team's good, that's fun. That's a fun team to be on.
Thank you, Kingston. Good luck in the second half. Back to you, Russ.
Thank you, Mike. Mike, of course, works on the Hattiesburg Tiger broadcast. And want to remind you that today's game being made possible by State Treasurer David McRae and his Mississippi Unclaimed Properties. Also, Malone Roofing making this game possible, along with Cricket Wire.
So they're thanking the sponsors. I thank you guys for showing up here on this Saturday afternoon, the last high school football game of the year here in Mississippi. The game is in Gulfport at Milner Stadium for the 16th season.
We got 70 degrees on the coast. That's exactly what people live in Mississippi for. So you're not scraping ice, and this is perfect. And the turf is holding up really, really well here. So
it's grass.
Hey guys,
yes.
Real quickly, I got Coach Chris Thickman down here on the sideline for the South. Coach, maybe not quite the first half you were hoping for, but you got another half to play. You guys got to dig into it.
Yeah, that's what I told the team. We got another half to play. It seemed like everything that could have went wrong in the first half went wrong, but I thought we had a really good week of practice. We were sharp yesterday. So, our guys, I told them, I said, look, this is your last high school football game. You want to go out and play with a lot of pride, and, the second half, it could be our half. So
you had that one bright spot in there, a good pass and catch and yardage with Whitehead, and then he carried one into the end zone to get you guys a little bit of the spark. How do you follow up with that?
Well, we got to continue to sustain drives, get first downs, and we got to have plays like that from our guys on offense. Whitehead is an incredible player, and he's done that all year long at Ocean Springs. So hopefully we'll see a few more highlights from him and some other guys.
So we got the business part out of the way about what you guys are here for today, but throughout this week, you guys have had a pretty special opportunity to get together and bond with other team members and coaches. Talk a little bit about how this All-Star event affects you.
Oh, it's been great. This is my second year doing the Benard Blackwell. Last year I was a scout coach, so I had, I knew how some of the things worked, but I thought we had a great staff. Our kids have been really good. They've been coachable, and so we just want to finish it out strong right here in the second half.
All right, good luck to you, Coach. We hope you can get on this one here as we get ready to kick off the second half.
Are they going to try an onside kick like the North did to start the game? They didn't recover it.
From left to right.
Nope.
Good kick. Yeah, it goes out of the end zone. Mike, you got anything?
Not right now, Russ. I'm working on it.
All right. Greg, a guy that
Thanks
we
for
haven't
the
called his
shares.
name
Thanks
out
for
a
the
whole
like
lot is number
on
72
on
for the South Grand
YouTube
Kitchen.
and especially on
6'7",
Facebook. Golf Coast High School Football couldn't be done without you guys, the greatest fans.
Oh, he's an absolute man-child, and
North will come out
Southern
turn
Miss,
blue.
so they were able to
3
keep some of
turnovers
the
by the
recruits.
South.
Did a nice job. Coach Anderson up there is holding that
and
recruiting
3
class
touchdowns
together
by the
after
North, all
Coach
4
Huff
turnovers.
departed and went off to Memphis. So,
And
yeah,
it's that extra
number
point.
72, he is a name you're going to hear a lot
All
coming
Whitehead
to college time.
Springs only
All
points the
right,
game
play
right for the end
action
of the
pass.
half.
Here's our first pass of this. Oh, almost intercepted at midfield. He had it and dropped it. Eddie Ratliff Jr. out of Brookhaven. He'll see that in his dreams tonight.
Braden Trusty underthrew that ball again, and that one should have been picked off. Goodness gracious.
So 2nd and 10 now for the North. Trusty in there, quarterback.
Should have been picked off, and if it leads them a little more, it should have been a touchdown.
You're right, Mike. Here's a nice run by the North, a first down carry.
And Jeremiah Miller, he puts his head down and just keeps going.
He's not huge, but he's awful quick.
Marlon Jones having to leave as his helmet came off, offensive lineman for the North.
So first down for the North at their own 48-yard line.
And you got
and the football off to the left side.
that was a nice run by the North.
Flag goes down. May get a
That's gonna be
face mask
holding.
on this.
Well, I think they might get a hold on number 80, William Harris, the big tight
If
end
you want
out of
other sports
Germantown. He
besides
kinda
football,
wrapped up a little
we do
too
have a
strong,
page,
which made
Golf
that
Coast
receiver
High School
wide open.
Sports,
Yeah, I think
powered by
you're right,
Max Stats. And we are the hub
Well,
there
the
for
South
all
shot
coast
themselves in the foot
sports,
the
be it
whole
from
first half, and now
e-sports
the North
to archery.
with
We share
ability to
all
start
the other
the
ones,
third
so you don't
quarter
have to
here.
go
They lead
search
it
all these other high
34-7.
schools if you're interested
Now,
in.
these are the breaks that
We
they need to get
share
them behind the
all
chains
their
here
stuff.
at 1st and 20.
Again, Gulf Coast High School Sports powered by Matt.
You got 3 downs to get
Of course,
those
you're
20
in the
yards.
right page for Gulf Coast High School football year round. We do not take a break.
There's that pass. It's good. Got all the lost yardage back.
Good catch by William Hall out of Warren Central. Ran a good route, sat down, and made it easy pitch and catch.
Yeah, we got a South player that was not across the line of scrimmage. Yeah, it's going to be offsides by default.
Yeah, somebody needs to line it for the South because that's about the third time they've done that. A coach needs to stand down there at the line of scrimmage and yell, "Get back."
Here's an imaginary line. Don't cross.
Just look down the line. If you see the football behind you, that's not
South
good.
does have the one interception.
Make
That's
sure
how they
that football's in
cast
front
it
of
in off that Whitehead touchdown.
So it's going to be 2nd and 5 for the North.
But it's been all north.
At the South 47.
The start of the second half.
And the football. Oh, nice.
Man.
Pull long and a nice run. He's going to keep his feet and go down inside
Good
the
run.
15-yard line.
Great block up
Marcus
front.
Flowers, like he was shot out of a cannon, getting into that
There's
second
the
level, and
Marcus
eventually
Flowers.
taken down by Britavius Deer at Equipment. But he's quick.
And they'll go without a huddle now. 1st and 10 for the 15.
Oh, that's a replay. I'm saying he went to the same hole.
Doesn't go very far.
They're showing a replay as the play's going on.
Nice open field tackle made by Britavius Deer at Equipment, the young man you just talked about.
Yeah, we still have the coach record book that will come open in January. We had the stat man overall record for this past year, and they'll all post the 10 years that I've been picking games.
Right here, it's 34-7 North, and they are knocking on the door again.
The coast rankings, I have
Just starting the third quarter.
5 other voters and myself, and then the power rankings. We're tweaking the power ranking. The system we have, it's 50, 30,
Russ, you just said about the running clock, that missed extra point in the second quarter is going to keep that from being possible right now. But
to win doing the ranking,
they've got to, South's got to get in the end zone.
Most 25 teams ranked.
Well, the North's got the
ranked
football
top
right
10
now.
each week, every Tuesday.
Here comes
At
big number 71, Marcus Johnson.
If you haven't
lineman out
noticed,
of
we do
Madison
like
Central.
when I say
Another MAC first team.
Likes to be consistent. So the Tuesday top 10 at 7, the game predictions at 7 on Thursdays on the regular season.
Has done a super job at
Friday fallout on Mondays at 7. We look back at what
Trusty,
happened on the Friday beforehand.
Drop fakes, throws to the end zone.
Oh, well, he almost got
Jump
it
ball.
over the defender.
That was just good defense.
That's great defense.
Tremendous by Zy Buckley there out of Union.
So we have the hot or not. Is a post on Saturday. What happens on that Friday night?
Just stayed with it and got his hand up on that football and pushed it out.
He had a little bit of handsy there, but it was just good coverage. Well, he's looking back, too.
And nearly a good catch on top of that.
Then here to Benard Blackwell.
2nd down for the North.
North-South All-Star game.
Trusty
Final game
being
of the season.
chased, slips away, wants to throw, stops, throws.
And there'll be several players playing in the All-American Bowl.
Well, they had that listed as 4th down, and so the South will take over after a stand.
I'm going to have a flag down.
Yep.
I do believe this is going to be an eligible man downfield.
I
for
think
sure.
you're right. And Mike, it couldn't help but be that because
You have
the
any
way that
suggestions,
quarterbacks
anything you want to
scramble.
know?
Well, either way, it was either going to be that or intentional grounding.
Right. Yeah.
I always
You
try
don't
to
get a
post
flag one
a
way or
little
the other.
something
All right, the South got
every
some
day.
life.
Again, the National
they do
Signing
with
Day
it.
will be coming up again in January.
Seemed like it seemed like a really nice
had
young
several
man
players signed
picked
early.
off the first pass
Past couple
today
weeks
and ran it
ago.
in for a touchdown that you talked
State
to.
championships or 2 weeks ago. Mississippi
nice
fell
young
short
man, and,
Alabama in the All-Star game,
A little
40
bit
to
nervous.
10.
I
That
told
was
him what I was going to ask him. So he was sitting
And
beside me,
that
standing
Mississippi
beside
can't
me
be
while
more
y'all was talking to
competitive
Johnny
than
Mears,
that, Stewie.
rehearsing what he was
It
going
is
to
what
say.
it is.
All right, here they go. Nice hole right up the middle. And it
Nettles is
closes
that
quick.
Well,
quarterback.
Kingston Gregory, he talked about he knew wide receiver routes. It's because he plays both up there at Oxford. So he's a very good wide receiver, recruited as a defensive back, and will be playing at Old Dominion next year. So he knows what he's doing on both sides of the football. Very versatile for the Chargers.
Pickup of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. This is Parker Nettles at quarterback.
Like a little screen pass here to Whitehead just to get him out into some space and make some people miss.
Going to hand the football. Oh, he chose the wrong side for that for that hole, didn't he? It was wide open to the right.
See, that running the football is tough sledding down there against that North front.
I mean,
So
North
you got to
is
find ways to
pretty
get
good
those,
at defense.
like I said, with a screen pass.
South just had some
kind of neutralize that four-man rush.
Kevon Jacobs.
But hey, that's why we play the game. We keep on going.
On that stop. Third down, we'll call it 6. It's like Nettle's going to change the play at the line of scrimmage.
Got a good mismatch here out on the outside, bottom of your screen.
And that's who they're going to go to, and the pass is wide left.
Way behind him.
That time it was way off.
They were trying to get a number 83, Dwight Thomas, out of Pass Christian. Jeff Stockstill, head coach over there. Known Jeff a long time. Does an outstanding job everywhere he goes. You know, we are blessed, Greg, to have the coaches that we have in this state. They just impress me year after year.
Well, not only with the way they teach football, but they're so committed through the MAC into making these guys young men. And so, yes, football is important, but they're more about teaching them life lessons as well to make them, set that foundation as they go forward.
Yeah, Coach Stockstill, we had him on the live stream several times. A great season by Pat Christian. They just ran into a tough Columbia team who is the only unbeaten team in the state of Mississippi.
You may get around. Oh, there's a nice.
They have a lot of returning players. That is Pat Christian.
Crackback block looked a little too nice.
It did, and who's that number 2 over there that had a little too much? Zay Mays over there from Biggersville is going to get
a little mustard on that one.
He's going to get flagged for that one. But yeah, what a booming kick that was for Peyton Williams.
Nice kick. It's like today's game being made possible.
Oh yeah, so there's 4 coaches that are open and job openings from St. Stanislaus to Harrison Central, Biloxi, and Pascagoula. There will be at least a couple more from what I hear, as there are normally 5 to 7 each year.
Field again.
Bringing King White in.
You can check our timeline. I posted what you need for most of it. Of course, you need to be a teacher.
Here's the snap. Hands the football off. Nice seal block. Jumps outside. Inside the 50 and down at the 48.
What a run by Crump Jr. out of Corinth.
And unfortunately, the clock is not working on the scoreboard.
Turn on the afterburners. Look at that move.
Nice run.
Just flawless.
Like I said, it's great to see these games because you don't see these players again by the north. I don't
see the officials
see
calling we got an injury here on the near side.
Well, yeah, you got one down here on the sideline. I'm trying to get a
third
number on
quarter.
it.
I just don't know how much
We'll
time
take it with them.
The clock hasn't moved.
7:59 to go in the third. North leads it by a score.
So again, Matt Stats, I appreciate everybody joining. Over 200 fans here on the Facebook Funnel live streaming the game as we prepare for the 2026 season. Players going to that next level. Was it a successful season for coach football? We had 14 teams in the playoffs. 3 of them made it to South State, Poplarville, Picayune, and Gulfport. Obviously, Gulfport.
Because they got back out on the field earlier, and
Gulfport did obviously make it in.
Go very far. Patrick Crump again out of Corinth.
That injured player was number 9, Lathan Gavin out of Heidelberg, who's made his way over to the trainer's table.
And looking at his knee. It's like his right knee.
So hopefully he is going to be A-okay.
Yeah, they got elite physical therapy over there looking at him. That's good. Second down and 11.
Well,
that's going to cost somebody.
Poor Marcus Johnson was starting to lean back, tried to hold it, but the rump just kept on rolling backwards and plopped down on the ground.
That'll cost the North 5 yards.
You get that moving in one direction. It's hard
Hunter
to stop.
Dawkins,
Gregory Keaton checks in now.
We have a podcast that he does
6'1",
on
260-pound
Monday, Tuesday.
Linebacker.
I think it's my last time coming on it this Sunday, speaking about the year in review, which I'll have a year in review on the Facebook page.
For the North at
Coast
their own
football.
45.
Coastal counties is what coast football is.
The snap. King White, little pitch out.
As much as some fans say Picayune's not a coach, Poplarville's not a coach football
Yeah, a
team.
little option there.
Fort County's not a football team. The 6 coastal counties is coach football. The News, WLOX, XXV, that's what they cover. If they've only covered the 3 coastal counties, that's what would be coast football. But it's always been the 6 coastal counties. So just live with it. That's just what we are. I shared a map before where it showed how the state is broken down. I'm going to get a map. I didn't do it. But, the Pine Belt,
was tremendous.
just different how it's sectioned off.
Here's another.
Now, that is the 6 coastal counties consist of now 25 teams. Christian Collegiate
That was a tremendous
went
defensive
from
stand.
8-man football to 11-man football. They did not win a game this year.
No, they did their job.
And it wasn't their choice that they moved up to 11-man football. The state, MHSA had said if you have 50 or more students in your school, you will play 11-man football. And they just had over 50 students. That is students, not players.
They got to make up a
lot
of ground.
They played good 8-man football, but they did not win in 11-man football. They made our 25th team, so now it's Coast 25.
Yeah,
we rank all.
Whitehead coming on the field late.
And there's another miscue. They've had several of them. The South had, and he still can't pick it up.
The North's going to get it.
Wow.
Well, I think it's going to be. Is it going to be dead right there? They're going to call it a
fumble. Yeah, they can't pick it up on a.
They're scoring it a touchdown at the moment.
You can't.
I'll tell you what, guys. Neither one of those receivers were set when that kick went out.
Tylen Fortune, number 1, was late getting on the field.
Yeah.
But that just sums up how
he was just all out of sorts when he fielded that ball.
Their 4th.
So are they counting it a touchdown?
Russ, I believe that will be a touchdown. You and I discussed earlier in the game about some stories we had this year. There's a difference between a muff and a punt, but I believe this one was definitely a fumble because he was able to
run. That's what I'm saying. He had control when he fumbled the ball.
His ground and
he never really had control, but.
Well,
it is a touchdown.
How about that? Nice call, Mike.
I don't know.
Do you go for the 2-point conversion to try to get this 35-point?
That's just what I was about to get.
That was a
Same question, Mike. Good job.
They said he gained control.
If they go for 2 here, it starts a running clock.
Hey, great minds think
alike.
We're down here on the same level. That's the way it is.
Well,
I think they're going to go for it.
They're sending the offense back out. King White.
So.
Yeah, they want to go ahead.
Miscue for the South, and they capitalize on all 4
into high speed.
All right, let's have King White in at quarterback. Can they get the 2?
Running clock in the All-Star game.
Oh, the old jump pass, and it was wide open.
Yeah, they were going to try the Tebow and
see the bottom. The
timeout.
Coach was calling a timeout, and they did get it.
King White had already taken that step forward and thrown the football, and he was wide open. Timeout on the field with 6:03 to go in the 3rd quarter. Mississippi's North All-Stars lead the South 40-7. We'll take this 30-second timeout and be back in a moment.
So there you have it, another miscue, and they're going to go for 2 to get it to a 35-point lead. They won last year. The South, the North did. They stopped the 4-game losing streak. The South does lead the series 37-30 to 5 ties. They did not have overtime, so there was 5 ties. This is the 73rd edition. But I was saying, Hunter Dawkins, HD Experience podcast, great to listen to. Not just when I'm on there talking high school football, but he has a broad line of Mobile, of USM. I mean, he just has everybody on there, about 4 to 5 guests. He has some coaches, so it's great that you can look it up. You can find it anywhere, where, as they say, where any podcast is. I don't have a podcast, but I'm on his podcast for about 10 minutes.
No, the South called the timeout because they didn't like the formation, and so the North's going to trot out
again,
and probably run that same play again.
I don't know. They got a guy slipping up.
And sponsorship next year. You want to sponsor? I had a sponsor this year at the Tuesday Top 10 and the game predictions.
You run it in, and you get it.
You get it.
And that's going to be 42-7.
How about that? Yep.
So again, I don't think that clock right. I don't know a little bit.
Well, I actually hate that. I mean, because these kids want to be able to play, and I do hate that if they do go to this running clock, which they have not started yet.
No,
so
they haven't.
I'll be all for not running a running clock here if they're not.
I agree.
Here's my question: how long has it been since there's been a running clock in the All-Star game?
A couple years ago, there was.
Oh, was it that? I was not here.
No, you weren't here for that one, but they had one. I remember. But
hey, Russ.
Yeah.
You had one that day when it rained so much. Remember?
The monsoon game.
The monsoon game. It wasn't a 35-point deficit, but it was definitely a running clock that day.
I'm pretty sure everybody wanted to get off the field quicker that day.
Yeah, well, they were ushered off the field by a lot of water. Today's game being brought to you in part by Hallmark Hyundai.
And those interested in Miami at Texas A&M, Miami leads it 3-0. Kind of a surprising low score.
Knocked down and picked up.
Thank you for joining us on X at Coach Football, on Facebook, that's the Coach Football, and on YouTube at Coach Football. I am on TikTok. I'm not streaming on TikTok. That's Gulfport High School football there on TikTok.
Good return, and it looked like it was going to be a bit of a fire drill after he couldn't corral it.
Well, again, the South, you don't know, they are in red and they do trail.
Nothing into something, that's for sure.
And the clock is running.
35.
I think they have 40 members per team, right?
45.
45. So there's a good chance right now, if you haven't been in the game, you're going to be in it.
Well, the South is going with Keenan as the quarterback.
So, unfortunately, it is a running clock. Again, the last time that these players will be high school players anyway. Again, they're all seniors.
1st and 10 for the South. Here's the snap. Getting a little spin move.
The last time for, I don't know how many players play football.
Boy, if he got 2 yards, he earned that, didn't he?
I mean, to his
nothing wrong
credit,
with that.
the other two quarterbacks have not really done anything. So why not go with Kaysen here, the fan choice to be in this game?
So it's good to see Casey Cannon. He had a great year with Hancock. Went up to West Jones, beat them in an upset game, and then lost at the following week.
Twin receivers to the right.
Several offers.
Here's the snap.
And then, of course, Stroud.
Gonna run it off the left side, pick up a couple of more.
Whitehead looking for some running room.
Well, he's looking to run behind Graham Kitchen.
He has the only point for South Stroud.
Boy, 6'7", 315
Whitehead.
pounds out of Nanawaya.
Well, not to be outdone, you've got Chad Wyndham. Oh, wrong side. 55.
Third down, they're going to look over to Coach Dick Penn to get the play.
Aiden Newell here on the near side, the right tackle. 6'4", 315 from Brandon.
Here's the snap. And he may have it. Just quarterback keeper.
Jonathan Wright from South Panola shooting through there to get that tackle. Again, there's the ends. I'm so impressed with the North squad and the speed that they have.
Fourth and short, they're going to go for it. Why not?
Got it.
Got it.
We'll see who the MVP of the game will be. As again, a running clock. It will
Kyson
go by.
Kanan, okay. We're going to make sure we get that right. Kanan.
Got that right because of Carey.
Well, thank you very much. We want to make sure that it's right, Mr. Kanan, the fans' choice.
That's right.
To make this game. Maybe he can lead them on a scoring drive here.
Well, the South was, I don't know what they're, running up to the line for. They can't blitz, but they can stay right there in that area where the defensive line is. As the ball caught on the slips. Ooh, slip screen.
That's bumper cars right there.
Fortune with the catch for the South, but picked up about a yard.
It's a good throw. It just they could not pop it into something as McCurry Covington out of Kosciuszko ate that one up.
There's the snap. Good hard run down to the 40.
That's Cephas Pruitt out of Perry Central. Haven't called his number a whole lot today.
Perry Central had a good year. I'm telling you, a lot of these teams on the coast that we don't normally talk about had really good years.
They really
That's
did.
what we're here for, to shine the light on the coast.
All the way to the Coast.
We haven't really heard of it. Well, that's what I like to do. What a lot of
Whitehead, he got the
other
5 and more. taken down.
However you want to call them,
at the
social influencers,
33.
digital creators.
And making that tackle was
that
Tayshawn
shine the
Walker.
light on the coach.
Out
Talking
of
ball,
Humphreys
y'all.
County, played for
With
Timothy James,
with Play
6'0",
Sweet.
170.
And it has so many. Hunter Dawkins with the podcast.
So a
And there are
first
so
down
many other
carry in
ones
the South
that
on the
guys
move. Are
go
you
follow.
surprised they're not throwing the ball?
It's okay. Give
Well,
them
I think they're just trying to put together a drive, a good drive
that they
together.
can feel good about.
Correct.
He's
Now it's
does a
unfortunately
little
it's not
bit of
about
both.
winning
He can
or
run,
winning the
and
game. It's
pass.
just about
He's
trying
really
to
stepped up his
have
game when
something
Coach
positive
King
to take away from
Hancock
it.
came over from Greene County.
Yeah, Greg,
Again, it'll
that's a
be the
great
end of
point.
the
At
third
this
quarter
point,
here.
it's character building.
They're running clock.
And just enjoying the last little bit of this.
Yep.
And hopefully, put a touchdown on the
Make
board.
the most of it. He's got several offers. They're like triple it last week, MVP.
Baker checks in
I don't know who's
to
going to be
the
an MVP
backfield
of
now for the
the
South.
South. It may be
Gotta hurry, though.
right now Sherrard,
Coming to the end of
unless
the quarter
Jason
already.
comes in and drive this down there to score. Sherrard has
Twin
the
receivers to the
touchdown
left.
for the South, but then you also
For the
have the
South,
interception
second
by the
down and
South.
8. It'll be Rondé Baker.
North is a
taking it
little bit. I mean, they have
across the
4
30 to the
turnovers. And
29.
they had an interception and a muff punt. They picked up and scored. Straps.
Oh, he got tackled
Strip
that time
sack
by
that they got
Donovan Hawkins.
and scored on a few plays later.
6'2", 325.
I don't know who for the North will
Big
be
boy.
the MVP. But that'll be the end of the third quarter, just
And
like
a
that,
time-
because of the
well,
running.
that brings us to the end of the third quarter with your score. The Mississippi North All-Stars lead it by a score of 42-7. We'll take 60 seconds down the line and be back.
Anyway, so as they take that break there, a minute break, and they see what the South can do with the ball. But again, Coach Record Book is coming up mid-January. You have signing days, more players going up to that next level. You can follow us on X at Coach Football. This is where this is live stream. Also on Facebook, Gulf Coast High School Football. Appreciate the fans. Been doing this since 2010. And it grows every year because you have players that move up. How do teams get better every year? They have to go down to their middle school players and grow it from there. The teams that have struggled over the years, not saying they're not giving the effort, they just have struggled. Be it Long Beach, Bay High is there. St. Stanislaus, first time that made the playoffs. I mean, they're good. Their coach stepped down. They struggled this year. But the teams that are not there, Moss Point, Coach Jenkins, in the playoffs. It's a 5-region league that he was in, and they won the right game to make the playoffs. They lost the first round, but still to make the playoffs is good. They're not wasting any time.
In there, if you're going to try to make a living that way, you got a long afternoon ahead of you.
Yeah, but Whitehead picked up that first down.
That's why we look at teams that are consistent year in and year out. Why is that? Coaching, yeah. Players down the pipeline that move up through the middle school, junior high, that's where I think it comes up to. There are player transport.
No doubt why
Yeah,
the
players
fans
have
chose
moved
this
to change
band to
teams.
be here today. Listen to the Terry High School band.
Fourth quarter, you can see
It's like a
47.
mini Sonic Boom of the South.
All right, going to run the football. Nice hard run again.
And by Pruitt, Cephas Pruitt.
But a great season, great state championship games, not just because the South teams all 4-1, the way they won, the way they ended the championship games in a Hail Mary rebound, as they called it, against Tupelo, 21-20, cap off the weekend. With Columbia going into the South won 4 out of 7 championship games. I don't know where the state championships are next year. Normally they're rotated. So I'm assuming it was at Mississippi State. They'll go to Ole Miss. I don't think it will come back down to USM.
Well, nice fake there.
But that's what Kaysen does, and that's just couldn't get around.
Good run by Kane in there.
You can hear some of these coaches.
He's real close to the first down marker. It looks like they gave it to him.
And as well they should.
And great to see Parker Nels was in there. Of course, you have a lot of the coast out there too. Not currently because the North is out there, but all players again was on the coast, south, on the coast on the South All-Star.
Gonna hand it to Whitehead. He bounces outside and he's taken down.
I mean, next year, 7A.
As I say that the North was kind of letting up.
West Harrison was going to make it in there. Stapleton signed with Gulf Coast. He's gone. Quincy Patrick will be there.
DK Wallace, he's a great story. I mean, he's ran the wishbone at quarterback for Ridgeland. He's playing defense here.
I thought they were going to make the playoffs this year. Fell short to Biloxi. Biloxi loses.
Ridgeland surprised a lot of people this year.
Who will be filling the spot there? Biloxi had so much hype coming in before the season. They did have injuries as
get moving on the South.
But I thought they were, and they did make the playoffs. But again, they were one and done against Oak Grove.
Tried to snap the ball before the quarterback was ready.
They had a lot of great players. Yotville's right there, Coach Ladner.
Mike, we were just observing that the North
finally made the playoffs.
Of course. Are you seeing a lot of different?
You made it
players
last
in the
year.
lineup, or
You
is it
made
the
it
same
this
ones?
year.
A lot of different players in the lineup, but still, that North
But
coaching
Diablo,
staff coaching them hard.
head coach,
They want more than 42 points.
Josh
Here's the
Ladner.
snap. Cannon will take it himself around the left side. He's got room. Oh, wee.
Now let me tell you
Casey's no
something.
score.
That young man, Kanan, delivered that blow. He did not accept that blow.
And I don't know.
And he's the one that
call him
knocked
Canaan.
Preston
It's
Crump
Casey.
way out of bounds.
I
Regardless,
felt
as
that
a
one in
fellow
my
announcer,
chest
I know how
cavity. He was right
sometimes
here
it
in front
goes
of me.
in pronunciation.
He eyeballed him as he
A
went
nice
towards
run
him.
there,
You
but
could see it in his eyes.
Yotville,
I'm about to lay you down.
Coach Ladner
Kanan is tough.
Man, is he
fourth
fan favorite.
That may be why he was the fan favorite.
season there. Finally get back-to-back playoffs. Now they're looking for their
Like
first
Rick said,
playoff
he's the
win
one that
against
delivered the
Yotville.
blow. Here's the snap. Cannon hands off.
Still up.
Oh, never
Still
stop
up.
anywhere.
Boy, he didn't go down
Nice
easy,
run.
does he?
No, Pruitt,
Of course,
he isn't-
those
again,
golf
he's having a
course,
lot
who's
on his
favorite?
drive, but
Their
again,
golf
a
course
little,
losing,
impressive
of course,
5'11",
Nettles,
180-pounder from Perry
Peters
Central.
on defense, Cooper Crosby going to Mississippi State.
Kanan, it's
Man,
important
I
to
don't know.
note
It's
he's
going to be
the
tough.
latest of the
Coach
three
Chandler,
quarterbacks to have
they'll have their
185.
quarterback come back. They'll lose,
He lowers that shoulder, though. He's hitting like a 200-pounder.
top right there, Whitehead, who's in the backfield.
Here's the snap. Going to hand it off. Whitehead, not much there.
And I think if Whitehead scores,
He
Taking
was
him down was
swallowed up by
he'll
75
probably be the
Jeremiah
MVP of
Jackson
the
at
South.
Noxubee.
So that would be his. He's
Still
only he has
making
the
about-
first,
still
only
making a
points
first down
for,
and about
South
2 inches to go.
in the second quarter, but he's coming out the game now. I think
well, it's first and goal, but like
Cason's
you
gonna
say,
run
Mike,
it
first
here.
and a couple of inches, they're in.
Cason's. I want to say he's going to run it.
Cannon will set him
Quarterback.
down. Going to hand
Nope.
off to Baker, and that
Nice
looks
easy
easy.
run. Baker to touchdown maker.
And I think the North team, Greg, the North All-Stars, just put an exclamation mark on this game.
Well, I'm glad to see the South finally get on the board. That they have something positive to take from it, and
Yeah.
the fans over here that this
I know they
good
said it was
turnout
Baker. I don't
for
know
the
what
South
school
gave
he
them
was
something
from.
to cheer about, and it was the coast guy that led that drive in
Yes,
Canaan.
sir. Well, the North just, they got penalized a couple times.
Let's see if I can get Kaysen. I'll ask him about that hit.
Yeah, he may not be able to talk to you.
Hey, Kaysen.
Hang on a second, Don. We're going after this attempt. We're going to take a 30-second break, then we'll come to you.
All right. Okay.
Well, good. We'll be able to hear
Extra
from
point
Casey.
coming for the
Nice
South.
young man. Know his dad. And it
Wyatt
takes
Jones
a
out of
family to
Summerall to
and
kick us up.
hey, if you have a player that wants the light shine, certainly
It's
DM
good.
us.
42 to
Or if you're on
14.
X, again, DM us on
North
X or
All-Stars
tag us.
still lead this one big. Don't go anywhere back.
So 30-second break. But yes, if you're a parent, coach, anything that wants to shine the light on your player, we try to shine the light on as many as we can. And I keep on saying it's mainly me, but I'm only myself, and I do certainly try to shine it, but I can't follow everyone. I miss people, miss players. So certainly DM, say, hey, my player did this. My player got an offer to go here, go to this training camp, this clinic. We certainly will share it. No problem. Especially on X. We have, I know we have over 11,000 here on Facebook and over 12.3 on X.
Fourth quarter done. You got your man down there?
Yeah, I got Kaysen Keenan here. Kaysen, talk to me a little bit about that end run there with that pop you hit. That guy, you saw it in your eyes you were going to take him out.
Yes, sir. Man, saw him coming right at me, and no other way to get around him, so I tried to lower my shoulder and was able to run him over. But good drive there. Finally got in at the end of the game. Just had to prove what I'm capable of. Sometimes, you know, in life, you not giving everything you want. You got to work for it. So in this game, being voted late into the game for the All-Star game, I was one of the last ones to get selected. Man, just waited my turn, and God's always got me. So went out there and drove right down the field for the second touchdown of the game.
Good job, buddy.
Well, that's an impressive young man right there.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. You got to take your opportunity. We know all in life, off and on the field. Take your opportunity when you can. And you see the clock is running because it was a 35 lead for the North. That's 1 o'clock. You know, I like to see him not have a run a clock, because again, this is the last game. This is the last time these players will be in high school here playing. They'll either go to the next level, be it JUCO, D1, D2, D3, or they'll go off and raise a family. Maybe not
really
this
got to
young,
do is get a couple of
go
first
off
downs.
and start a career, not necessarily in football.
Who's going
There's
back
nothing
in a
wrong with that. If you don't play at the next level, and you played all your 3-4 years in high school, and this is it for you as a senior,
Wants to throw down the middle. He's got his
that
man.
is great. Nice
That's the
throw.
first catch of Morton. He got away. Got a block. Trying to outrun the South.
Nice.
And it's inside the 20-yard line, inside possibly the 10.
Degarius Clifton, the little 5'11", 170 receiver
Yes,
from
Christoph,
Shannon. He's going to be off to
that
Northwest
was good that he was
Mississippi.
able
I think
to
he's
get
trying
in
to
there. I
run
know they
at
try
the
to
end.
split the time.
Right there.
Hey,
You have, three quarterbacks, not four. I don't know how many exactly they have, but then that goes to other positions
Here
too.
we go, running the football off the left side.
Well, they're showing a replay after there, so
Who was it that said they were going to try to hang 50? Was it the South?
That was the South.
Not going to happen today.
Well, the
No,
North
the-
took that to heart, and they said,
again,
okay,
the
you think, okay, we're going to
North
try.
will win it. Be their second
Now, with the coach
straight
of the
win.
South saying that, if the North
But the
scores,
South
will
still
they go
leads.
for two?
I only assume that the game will
I
be
would.
here next year at Gulfport. I haven't heard
There's a
anything
rough crowd
official.
up here,
Again, this is their
folks.
16th season played here
Here's
at
the
Milner
throw out
Stadium
there. He needed a block,
on
and
the
he
grass
got it.
field. Nice
Going
little
out of
swing
bounds,
pass
really
there.
doesn't do anything since the clock's running, but it's a nice pitch and catch there.
Gulfport Admirals look to build a
Yeah, the
stadium
follow-up to
on
what
campus.
what
which
Coach
is the
Thigpen
east.
said last night about hanging 50
Probably
was
about
Coach Price coming up afterwards, and
20
he said,
minutes or so,
"Here's the
maybe
trophy
30
right
minutes
here,
depending on
guys.
traffic
So North
from this stadium.
if
to
you want
east
to,
at
I mean South,
Gulfport
if you want to get your picture made with it, you better do it tonight."
School supposed to open next year.
they were
I don't know. I haven't seen any
They had a
pictures of
They needed to calm
production,
Marcus Flowers down, and
but
I think
they
he's
said,
gonna
I don't think they
get off
will
the field.
close this stadium, Milner Stadium. They played here
All right,
for
so
a long
Trusty back
time.
out there, quarterback, Braden Trusty from Grenada. Hands the football off. Nice hole on the left side. Picks up about 6.
Patrick Crump from
You know, we
Corinth.
talked about 7A
He's gonna be
with
playing
the
at
Coach
UT
Springs and Gulfport, the top dogs there. Guyville will look to make noise. And Coach Ladner looks to make the win his first playoff game. He'll be back for the Warriors.
Back from old Mississippi college football days. UT Martin.
Those are the top 3, and then
So there is
Bucks
a
made it in.
timeout where they actually
West
stop
Harrison.
the clock
Hey,
right
Martin.
now.
They got some more players coming up.
Don and I
There.
got
Coach
plenty of
Woody,
street tickets on that
the
series.
coach from last year, he was on the coaching staff. And he was
A
head
couple of
coach
cold
last
nights
year.
too, I think.
Made head coach.
They want to remind you of today's game. Big
And then you have, St. Martin and Harrison Central. Unfortunately, they ran on some tough times, and their coach has stepped down. Now they're looking for a head coach. So again, 7 teams in 7A. And then 6A, with the Picayune looking to tie Stone with the most regions, wins in a row.
Out of those, Russ.
See it.
Including me.
Keep them out the end
That's right.
zone.
They're
Again, 1
scattered all over
o'clock.
the place. Here we go. Going to run the football. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Nice run.
Well, these guys are all trying to make a name for
42
themselves
to
for the player of the
14,
game on
let's do that.
offense. So Crump's
But
trying to do his best.
again,
You
Picayune,
had Clifton trying
over
to make it into the end zone.
Pascagoula,
Nice pitch and catch by Clifton.
It
but
was
Picayune defeated Pascagoula. Thus, they won the straight region.
Russ, the,
Pascagoula was
the coach
second.
for the North
Hancock,
called victory
defeated
formation, and his players
PRC.
started booing.
Coach Feaster, PRC.
Well, that answers that
Beat
question.
Picayune top region
They
straight.
don't have to
Great
listen.
win for Coach Feaster. We had him on
I
the
mean, they'll never see the coach again.
In an all-star game, that is an option.
Right.
and a
All right,
bright
here we go. First and
PRC.
goal to go for the North.
Although they do have that's a weird victory formation.
Trustee going to take a knee.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I've not seen that either.
42-14.
They had Flowers
Will be the final.
20 yards behind him, and that's going to do
keep it here and on the because they'll give out the.
That's right. They went to shotgun because they know they can't blitz, so nobody's going to get in there. And that's going to pretty much do it. What a big win for the North All-Stars in this Benard Blackwell All-Star Classic, number 77.
I don't know if they'll stay on. We'll stay on as long as they stay on here.
Very excited about
the all combination from the first possession of the game, and the pick six by the North. That was all she wrote. 4 turnovers by the South to capitalize on all of them. North. And then North did throw an interception. The South was able to score on Whitehead touchdown run late in the second half. And there at the end, more South was able to get other.
And you know what, Greg? They set the tone early with the young man that Mike talked about a moment ago.
Yeah, Kingston Gregory with that big 6. I'm trying to look here at this.
They will have the announcement.
We haven't seen a score like this for us since 2014, but the South won 48-14.
Again, these are all seniors. That's what plays in the All-Star games in the
this many points.
Mississippi All-Star game and North-South. You have to be a senior. And unfortunately, it does not include the private school.
North
doesn't include MAI.
Over there.
Not since 1980, when the North scored 41. That's the most points since 1980 for the North.
I think that game was actually played in Ladd Stadium.
I appreciate everybody joining us on this Saturday afternoon. A lot to come with Coach football.
For a couple of years.
There's right place. Go get paid. Again, you have a player you want to shine a light on. You don't have to be a senior. You can DM me. Say, hey, my son is going to this camp. Hey, huddle highlights. I share them most as far as highlights. They're mainly shared on X. That's where most coaches scout. And then the Mississippi JUCO report on X also. Again, playing at JUCO level, there's no shame in that. That's what people I know. Player that was at Gulf Coast, lots of players that didn't get any offers, played at Gulf Coast, and got drafted by the Steelers in the NFL. So it can be done. Everything goes the other way. A lot of players won't make it to that next level. Won't make it to college. They'll make it, obviously, the NFL. The odds are just have fun, enjoy it. I know the red team, the South, lost the game, but you know, we look back and enjoy it. If you played in it, you got nominated, you got selected.
There are a lot to pick from today.
I would think Florida would be for the South. If it was my vote, I don't vote.
Someone up here and then be different down there.
Well, my bet is for the North. I'm guessing it's going to be Whitehead for the offense.
Yeah,
that's my guess.
For the defense for the North, it could be Curtis Cole.
Potentially, yeah.
North getting their picture made right now.
Could also give it to Kingston Gregory with the pick 6.
A nice thing to see the coach players against Provo on the South.
That first half, he was in on every tackle, it seems like.
Any questions, comments, please post them.
Each year,
Certainly appreciate you guys joining us on this
across
Saturday
Mississippi
afternoon.
to select players to the rosters of the Benard Blackwell All-Star Game, along with fan choice of favorite team and favorite band. This game's fan choice awards from the South, from Hancock, number 0, Kyson Cunnan.
Or Kason Keenan, whatever they
pick.
Yeah.
And from the North, from Germantown, number 0, Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson with the touchdown pass as the receiver.
Yes, he sure did.
Oh, it did. That's great. So, yeah, I was watching and didn't know that. Again, great to see players that are not from the coast. Mississippi has a plethora of
The Bill Stewart Award is presented each year in recognition of the high school all-star player who is outstanding in his actions on and off the field. The award was created in 1955 by author Slick Morton of Greenwood, the former head football coach at Mississippi State and the originator of this game. The award is named for Bill Stewart, an outstanding athlete at Southern Miss and Mississippi State who lost his life in the Korean War while serving his country in the U.S. Marine Corps. The plaque on Bill Stewart Award reads, "To the all-star football player whose attitude, character, and conduct on and off the field best exemplifies life and endeavors of Bill Stewart, athlete, gentleman, and..."
Okay, what happened? Well, that's not good. The audio went out. Come back, bring it on, bring it on, bring the audio on. It's like flashback to the state championship game when it went off at 10:30, and we missed that drive. Where we were able to get it live. That's on our timeline if you want to watch that. The 7A state championship game, but the audio just went out. I didn't do anything, that's not good, but
it's now time to present the C-Spire Academic Achievement Awards. The C-Spire Academic Achievement Award from the South is from Pearl, number 15, Jack Durr.
Congratulations, Jack Durr from Pearl.
And the North C-Spire Academic Achievement Award goes to number 72 of Louisville, Cameron Skeen.
Because there is life after football, and you got to think about that.
And now for the presentation of the 2025 C-Spire Most Valuable Player Awards. The C-Spire South Team Most Valuable Defensive Player from Heidelberg is number 9, Lathan Gavin.
He did have a good game.
Russ, do you want me to talk to the North MVP if I can?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Don, pick up the
and
South
the C-Spire South Team Most Valuable Offensive Player from Ocean Springs, number 2, Sherrod Whitehead.
There you go. That's what I figured it would be. Sherrod. He scored the first.
Natural there.
That was a very fitting selection.
And he ran the ball good.
Didn't get that announcement. What was it?
The C-Spire North Team Most Valuable Defensive Player from East Webster's, number 8, Prentice Cork.
Prentice Cork. That was good.
Yeah.
God, we got some walking wounded down there today. I mean, they were hitting. A lot of ice.
Yep.
And the C-Spire North Team Most Valuable Offensive Player from Germantown, number 1, King White.
Very fitting. Four very good selections for offensive and defensive MVPs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, I can't wait to see where King White winds up playing football for what college.
And now for the presentation of the championship trophy goes the head coach from East Webster, Ron Price, and the North All-Stars.
It's 2 in a row now for the North, Russ.
Yes, it is.
Right.
A little tighter last year than this year.
Here we go.
That makes it 37-31 now.
All right, Russ, I got them here with me.
All right, take it.
Got with me the offensive and defensive MVPs for the North, first for the offensive player. What did it mean for you to get the award today?
It means a lot, but I gotta give all the credit to my receivers and my coach. We put together a good game plan. We had a good 3 days of practice, and our receivers made plays, and they got in the end zone for me.
How difficult was it to only have 3 days of practice and get to do what you did today offensively? Because it seems like y'all have been gelling for the whole week instead of just for 3 days.
It was pretty difficult. First day we came out, we were kind of sluggish, but after that, we talked to each other and we learned our strengths and we was rolling after that.
Thank you. Good luck in the future.
Did he pick a college yet?
Here with the defensive MVP now. What did it mean for you to get the MVP to be on the defense?
It feels good to get MVP. I wouldn't have did it without the coaches or without the players on the field with me and all the hard work that we practiced this week.
Okay, and another question is, how difficult was it to prepare since you only had 3 days of practice?
We practiced hard for the 3 days that we had, and we practiced for 3 days. We got all in it, and we paid attention to what we need and everything.
Held into only 14 points, so that must had a good game plan, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
All right, back to you, Russ.
Thank you, Mike. Don, let us know if you've got one.
I'm ready.
Go.
All right, I've got my defensive MVP, it's Latham Gavin here, and then I've also got our offensive MVP for the South, Sherrod Whitehead. Latham, we'll start with you. Obviously a defensive struggle for you guys today, but the things that you take from this field today, not necessarily about points.
Yes,
Tell me about what you learned today.
It was. He didn't play as much as obviously he probably wanted to, but again.
So we always got to bring each other up, even when we doing our wrong things. Bring each other up. That's all we gotta do.
Yeah. So what's next for you as you move on from today?
Just be myself. Be a leader as a teammate. I always encourage people if they're doing wrong. So.
Congratulations on your MVP. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, Mr. Whitehead, I'll tell you what, you guys had moments of brightness. You never gave up. I tell you what, tell me about offensive MVP and what that means to you.
It just means a lot. I put in a lot of hard work back at home at Ocean Springs. I got a great support system around me, my mom and all my family, and I'm just taught never to give up. My mom never gave up, my aunts never gave up, nobody ever gives up around me. So it's just in my blood to not give up.
Talk about the brotherhood that you guys developed this week alone, just as being all-stars. As they say, once an all-star and always an all-star. How do you take that from here today and keep in contact with these guys?
Everybody wants to win and everybody wants to compete. And when you get a bunch of guys that love the same thing and put them around each other, you just bond and you just click. So having a brotherhood, all these guys out here are my brothers, man. We just love to play ball. We love to have fun. And that's what football is all about, having fun and then passing it on to the next generation. So I'm just grateful.
Congratulations to you, man. Appreciate you. Great job
Don,
today.
Did he pick his college yet?
Oh, hey, Whitehead, where do you think you're going to go to school?
Still be decided. Just tune in.
Still undecided. Okay, he's keeping it a secret.
He's got multiple Division I offers, and when you're weighing all those and the transfer portal getting ready to open, I guess that'll determine where he will ultimately decide to go.
Well, a big thanks to Mike Peterson and to Don Barnes for being our on-field reporters today. A great job down there. And I love the fact on this game that we can talk to the players and because it's a little bit more relaxed atmosphere. Big thanks to Bobby Gross, Alan Burford, and Chris Saxton for putting the production together. Also for all of the camera crews. Okay, so the cameras today will be Ryan Groby, Ty Bailey, Will Thompson, Jack Flynn joined the crew today. Big thanks to Jack for joining the TV crew today.
Yeah, they had great camera work today. Great job by all of our guys.
Especially on the pick six. And that lick there at the
when Kanan lowered the boom. That was some great camera work by all those guys today.
I don't know if we can find that play. Probably can't. The lick that Kanan put on that was, to me, the hardest hit of the game.
Yeah, I just wish the South would have had more of those today. They waited late to lay the licks.
Woo. I'm going to tell you, that was one, though. And he popped up. Johnny Mims is to be commended for just a really good product today and last night. Seems to do it year in and year out. We're honored to be a part of it. I want to thank Dave Shouse for leaving his bunker in Boone, North Carolina, and making it down here today and finding 75-degree day. I want to thank the weatherman for helping us out on this one tonight. Greg, again, it's always a pleasure working with you. You're one of the best prepared people I know when it comes to finding about
wrapping it up
these
here.
guys. And it's not always easy, is it?
No, it is not, especially in this game because everybody's still waiting to make a decision. Ms. Al's really easy because they're all so highly recruited,
right?
And they've already made their choices by then. But these guys weighing their options, and so a lot of them will wind up at junior colleges. A lot of them may not play again, and so that's what's so touching about this game is you'll have guys that are going to continue their careers, but for for many of them, this is the last time that they will step on a football field, and the emotions kind of come out for them. And we're just proud to be able to show that to you all at home and to their families and their friends, and that they'll have a chance to go back and watch this again to relive the moments of their final high school football game.
And for us at Friday Night Under the Lights, it brings to an end the 35th consecutive season of every Friday night, giving you all the scoop and the scores across the state of Mississippi. And a big thanks to our sponsors for making that happen. And big thanks to MPB Radio, because there's so many people, Greg, that drive from the north down to the south for ball games. And because MPB does, with all their towers, it's really good that we've got that association with them. Big thanks to John Chapman for working with us on that. And I'll tell you, it's just been a great 2 weeks. The score today, final score, 42-14. The North wins it, win 2 in a row here in Gulfport. So for all of us at Friday Night Under the Lights, we'll say so long, and we'll talk to you again next August. Good night, everyone.
Oh, yes, that's that will do it for them. And Russ Robinson and company. They'll go. That'll be it for them. So, but certainly appreciate it. Again, you have any questions, comments before we sign off here for the last time of 2026? Again, those I'll replay this, show it again probably tomorrow. I'll review it to replay it, so people who might have been at the game or just didn't see it, I'll show the replay of this broadcast of the game. Fortunately, the South just was never in it from that pick six that started it on their opening possession for the South. The North took it back. Then they scored again to make it 14-0. At one point, it was 28-0. And 4 times they had miscues. A punt that was bad. That Connor couldn't pick it up for the South. The North recovers. They score a few plays later. The strip sack, they recovered it deep in South territory. So it happens. And now the second straight win in a row for the North. The South still leads the series 37-31 to 5, as they do not have overtime in these all-star games. So 5 ties. 16th season there at Gulfport at Milner Stadium. This is the 73rd edition of the Benard Blackwell game. Appreciate everybody joining us today again for the Saturday afternoon, the last game of high school football in Mississippi. And what a season it was, to start off in August till December, the 4th, 5th, 6th, I believe it was, the state championship games at Mississippi State. Do not know next year if it's going to be at Ole Miss or back at USM. They usually rotate between the 3 main colleges there for the state championship game. But I can tell you, it's always the week after Thanksgiving, which is that first week of December. But the games will start there late in August. The players are already practicing as far as working out wise. We see the coaches on the Facebook page. I share Coach Feaster. Again, he shared working out his players. I believe Long Beach or Pass Christian or Bay High, one of them was showing there in the workout, lifting weights. That's where championships are won now. They don't waste any time. They may have off for Christmas, but they'll be back at it. The coaches, players, the family. I mean, it takes a lot to run a team, and certainly appreciate it. I'm glad to be a part of it now for the 20th year when I started calling high school football for 2005, and then starting this Facebook page in 2010. All the players that have come through the Facebook page, some of them are still here. When I do my flashbacks, I usually do it in the morning, sometimes at night. And to have players that I share, this happened in 2013, this happened in 2015, and now they're pillars of the community, or just, work a 9-to-5 job and are still missing that football time. You haven't been forgotten in that aspect, and the players who shine the light for those players today certainly appreciate that part of it. As the game, if those are interested, Texas and Miami are tied at 3 each with 2:25 left to go in the game. Texas just turned the ball over, and Miami is well in field goal range to win this game, which Texas was like a 3-point favorite in that game. So, of course, last night Alabama won over Oklahoma. So the state champions have been crowned. The all-star games have been played. Players are going up to the next level. Coaches looking to be hired. 4 coach teams right now. I'm still looking at 2 more to have an opening. I do not know which teams exactly. I'm not going to say, but we do know St. Stanislaus, Harrison Central, Biloxi, and Pascagoula all are looking for new head coaches there. So I certainly appreciate it. Again, the Coach Record Book will be opening it up in mid-January. We will have the stat man, the overlook that I did of all the Coach Gaines predictions for this past year, and then the overall record for 10 years now, the 10th season that I've predicted every game that a Coach team has played. That will be coming out. So much more will be coming out, and so much that has been come out that's pinned to the top of the Facebook page. We certainly appreciate it. You guys taking the time to look at that. Any players that want the light shined on them, we certainly try to shine on all the players as much as we can on Instagram at Coast Football, at TikTok at Gulf Coast High School Football, on X at Coast Football, and of course here on Facebook at Gulf Coast High School Football. If you want all the other sports, Coast Sports, our rankings there, but I do share. I do a little bit more here on this page, but it's a hub for all the coast schools, even dip down to middle school, in all the sports, be it archery, bass fishing, but the softball, baseball, even football is shared on there. Gulf Coast High School Sports, powered by Matt Stats. Go over there and follow that page. But again, lots more to come on this page, just because this was the last high school football game being played. So let me see. What do I see on here? Oh, they must be re-airing. Okay. So appreciate everybody joining us. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, unfortunately, for the last time of 2025. We look forward to the 2026 season. As far as the live streams, we look to bring them bigger and better. This past year, I think, went fairly well to come on after the game's over with, be it 10:30 till about midnight. And we look to have more fan interaction, to bring some fans on the live stream. We had coaches on there. We certainly did. We try to get some players. I'm more in contact with the coaches and players. But we look to have fans come on the live stream post game. So you tell us what you like, what you want to see, what you want to hear, and we certainly will try to bring it to you. If you're looking for a late Christmas gift, you got the okay. Well, I was trying to. Anyways, the visors that I have, I do have them in red. I have about 9 or 10 left. If you want a visor, it says at Coast Football on there. You could DM me. They're $25, and they're sports tech. They're Velcro in the back. I wear mine all the time. You see me out in public, say hi. But I am selling those. I did make a handful of them on there for the fans if you want some for a Christmas gift. But they are $25. They are sports tech, and again, it's Coast Football on there. But support your teams as you do. Thank you for supporting us. And if that's going to be it, 3 hours, 3 minutes away from being on for 3 hours. Certainly appreciate, again, those who are joining us. So for Matt Stats and the Coast Football family, we will see you in 2026 on the live. Until then, check the timeline. There's a lot of stats and a lot of information coming your way. Have a great happy holidays, and we'll check it